You are live. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Brune. Yep, that's me, Mr. Brune. Hi, everybody. What's today's date? It is, put my teeth back in. It is 21st of January, a Wednesday, in the year of our Lord 2026. It's been pissing down all day in Blighty, but anyway. Hope you're all doing well, folks. Let's just get the guests on. There's a lot. Fucking hell, there's a lot to do tonight. Okay, so first up, polar bear, cigar, coffee, various things. It is Istaphobos.
Yeah, I am the coffee drinking polar bear, and good to be here. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. A little bit of, as I just said, indigestion going on. My stomach yearning. Real life, folks. How are you?
Yeah, I shouldn't have had that chili right before the stream.
literally just a teeny spoonful just to get some calories in.
Look at a picture of Greta. That should cure you.
Explosive diarrhea on Mr. Brown Lions.
It'll flush your whole system out.
Yeah, it's great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the next person on?
Let's do it.
Okay, it's your buddy. Second time on the channel, everybody. It is. He's a gradient. He's Dutch. Dutch gradient.
Greetings, all.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. Not looking forward to the foot of snow that's called for this weekend, but hey.
Oh, dear.
You're looking very evil.
Everybody.
I was going for the Chris Pine Star Trek poster on that picture.
He's looking at you, everybody.
No, Daddy. No.
No, gradient. Yes. No. Oh, dear.
Yes, Dutch, it is great to have you on. Shall we get the next body on?
Oh, if we must.
Okay, it's good to have you on, mate. Okay, tell you what, let's get another. Let's go for 3 in a row. All hail Emperor Goodwin.
Greetings. Yes. How like you, my gifts?
Goodwin's alive.
Goodwin's alive.
Well, right. For varying definitions of alive, yeah. Well, at least I don't have the mud butt like you. I mean, it's got that going for me.
I just literally one spoonful, and it's been in the fridge as well. It's like, bleh. Anyway, how you doing, bud?
How long has it been in the fridge? Did it crawl onto your spoon?
No, nobody wants to. Well, it's been in the fridge all day. Nobody wants to hear boring, chilly notes.
Indeed.
Maybe I should do a new channel, vegan cooking with Mr.
No,
Brown.
you should react to vegan cooking.
There it is.
Vegan cooking with Mr. Brown using meat.
Yes. Parasocial cooking.
Yeah.
Where you sit and watch other people cook and then feel like you're a part of it.
All right. It's great to have you on, mate. Should we get the next body on?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's wonderful. Okay. Next up, he is the jester from Leicester, the Star Wars novelist. Don't you know? It is the mightily magnificent Swap Shop.
Well, I like that accolade. That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I was just getting PTSD flashbacks from Dutch's avatar there from when I've been in God knows how many job interviews.
Not good, is it? It's proper outer.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight. Thank you, Dutch. That's great.
I'm not sleeping well as it is, but
so a bit chilly up your way, Brown, is it?
Literally, and wet and windy, but that'll be in the morning.
Oof. Blimey. I wonder if Julie Andrews in Mary Poppins could write a song around that incident. Spoonful of chili makes anyway.
Yeah, I just did that in the chat.
Did you? I
just a spoonful of chili helps the intestines clear out. The intestines clear out. The intestines clear out.
I will say that vegan meat substitutes have come on a lot in the last 5 years.
What? Come?
On.
On? Well, they're certainly going to come out a little later for you,
Yeah.
Brown.
Well, it's not really vegan if it's got cum on them.
Oh shit!
And the show just goes right down the tubes.
Or is that?
No, I mean, you can still have plant-based because, as I tell everybody that has allergies, enjoy the sperm.
Is semen vegan? I mean, you're not killing anything.
No, he works in the Navy, doesn't he? Seaman vegan.
Yeah, semen vegan, yeah.
Anyway, that could be a great name for a channel, Seaman Vegan.
Vegan.
Anyone.
I'm registering it as my OnlyFans right now.
Okay.
Demonetization brought to you by Mr. Brown.
It sounds like a Star Trek character from some kind of Denizen Cantina somewhere.
No, we know
Could be Academy.
Yeah, Seaman Vegan's in the next episode of Starfleet Academy.
It'll be a gay vegan lieutenant in Starfleet Academy.
Well, you know we're getting a lesbian relationship, don't you?
Oh, get in!
It's Tignataro.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be Tignataro and a very large woman.
Yeah, the gym, the not go to the gym, Hadar.
Yeah, I was about to say, Emperor, you didn't really narrow it down when you said that.
No, I was trying to be non-specific because it could be all of them at one point. Also, I'm wondering if comm badges are vegan or not.
Okay, if I may, I'm going to say good evening, the lovely Sherry, who is
lovely Sherry,
who is an OG of this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when we started doing this shite during lockdown. By the way, we are honoured.
I see Sherry in a lot of channels.
Yep.
Yeah, she used to be over at Clobby's too. I remember her from Clobby.
Swappers, great to have you on, mate.
Thank you very much.
Another.
It's a chutie.
I'd like to say it's Seaman Vegan, but I don't think it is. It is Seaman Geek.
Seaman
Hello.
Doritos.
Hello. No, I'm eating crisps today. Not Doritos. I wish I ran out of Doritos actually. Yeah, I'm all right.
Did you eat them all?
No, my brother did.
I guess he's down to the Cool Ranch Eucharist now. So he has left.
Well, when Arsenal is playing, he has all his stuff in front of him. He has Doritos, he has popcorn, he has a beer.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he just sits there and screams at the screen and drinks his beer and stuff. So yeah, he probably ate it all. Knowing him, there you go. Wasn't satisfied with sitting on my Enterprise. Now he steals all the Doritos. So there you go.
I posted a message on this channel, which my name's on the door. Evening, all vegans. YouTube rejected your comments.
What?
It's usually think because it's spam. Ironically, it's meat, isn't it? Spam. Probably isn't it? Okay. All right.
Spiced ham.
Yeah. So, Ian, you're well, yes?
I'm well and raring to go.
Okay, let's
there
do
you
this
go.
then. Okay, there's a ton of this. Okay, chat, we can see you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let me boomer. In fact, I definitely am boomerang. Welcome to Banging Alliance on Banging Alliance. TBA 68, 80, 86 even.
Hit that like button, folks.
Please like, share, subscribe. Okay, so I'm thinking is there one more type? Yeah, thinking's dangerous.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to announce you were finally going to add the Oxford comma.
A big thank you to all the channel members. You know who you are, and an even bigger thank you to everybody who's in the chat right now. Okay, so last week's format was just a bit too straight films, and it kind of went on a bit. So I liked when we did the hot Hollywood actresses formats, where we do kind of 10 movies. Sorry, we start off doing some actresses, 10 movies, actresses, 10 movies. So I kind of like that format. Breaks it up nicely. So
is anyone fooled by this? We all know this is just an excuse for you to get Ava Green back in the mix.
Yeah, well, she's got a shot this time.
I mean, I was sure it was going to be the hot men that we were going to have to vote for this time. But...
Yeah.
We will do the hot men at some point.
Well, I look forward to Seaman Vegan showing up to cover that.
He's the winner.
Well,
He's going to be the winner.
Well,
You know that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you accustomed to doing hot men, Brown?
Not at the moment.
Maybe
Okay.
not hot, but yeah.
Okay. So we'll do the hot Bond. No, best. Is it James Bond or Bond girls?
it's just Bond girls.
Yeah. Okay. The best Bond girls. Okay. Nothing scientific. Artificial intelligence was used to help,
No, God, no.
and I used my what few brain cells I've got to kind of fine tune to what I think is a reasonable bracket of Bond girls. We're not doing as many as the Hollywood actresses. We're just going to do a bracket of 32, which will keep us going for a bit. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure getting drunk to free up the thought processes qualifies as artificial intelligence, though.
Should we do this?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, Ursula Andress. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. Honey Rider, Ursula Andress.
Fun fact, Ursula Andress is the only woman who's been 2 Bond girls.
What?
She was the Bond girl in the Woody Allen, David Niven Casino Royale.
Oh, yes. Very good.
I thought Maud Adams was also.
Yeah, Maud Adams was.
Yeah, Maud Adams
I
as well.
stand corrected.
Well, I
Not
hope you're
very
sitting,
good.
but
Not very good then.
Also, her voice was dubbed in the entire movie, wasn't it? Wasn't
Hey?
her voice?
yeah,
in
Yeah.
this film. Yeah. Oh.
she has a pretty strong accent.
Yes.
She was she was good in
Behave.
the Harryhausen movie.
She was Athena
Clash
in
of the
Clash of the
Titans,
Titans. Yeah. My father was a biologist.
Yeah. He visited her and loved her.
Honey Rider. Is this before we got the kind of double entendre names, do you think?
I mean, that's a double entendre right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. The penny dropped. Did you hear that?
The money penny drop.
Ka-ching.
And she's the OG from Dr. No. So
Swappers, what do you think? Ursula Andress, the original?
Oh, the original, amazing, absolutely amazing. I remember this just made me want to watch Bond movies, well, the older Bond movies, because I was all about Roger Moore at the time. And then as soon as I saw her walking out to sea, I decided to go back and sample some of the earlier movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, I'll remind you they gender swapped her in Casino Royale. And she did get roofied, but it wasn't Bond. So
Yeah, she did actually. Yeah. You're
yeah,
right.
and Bond got roofied too.
He
Dr.
did.
No drugged the coffee.
But you know, I was watching a YouTube thing and a documentary which was on one of the old channels my mum's watching. I mean, I don't think any of us realized how big Dr. No was when it was released. It was enormous. Every country, right? Sean Connery almost got destroyed by fans rushing towards him.
Really?
That's why he didn't want to do it anymore after, I think it was the 4th film, because it was just getting worse. He couldn't walk anywhere. He couldn't even walk into a hotel. You know, even when he was in his hotel room, people were banging his doors. It was, you know, it was huge.
Oh,
Dr. No.
Yeah, it was enormous. It played for at least 6 months. I was begging my parents every day to take me to see it. I was just a little kid, and I was so dying to go. It was absolutely huge.
Everywhere.
I think Dr. No is the James Bond movie I've probably seen the least, other than No Time to Die.
That's a real shame.
I've actually seen it 4 times, and do you know what? I think it's a very good movie. It has this air of really seriousness halfway through it, especially when he kills was it Stanways, where his name is. When he kills him, it's really it's really horrible. He shoots him in the back
Oh.
and everything. It's just
Then they kill his secretary. They break into the office and they shoot her in cold blood, and there's a blood stain on the carpet. There's still some humor in there, but yeah, it's very serious and sinister. And then when he meets Quarrel, they don't trust him and they beat him up in the back room, and then the famous line, even though it wasn't, he's like, "That's a Smith and Wesson, and you've had your 6."
Yeah, that was
Boom.
when the way he shoots him, though, is very realistic. Do you know what I mean? And he just sits there when he unscrews his the silencer on the gun, doesn't he?
Yeah, which would have been about 400 degrees, by the way.
I know. It's just a film. But yeah, I mean, seriously, if you watch this film, it isn't obviously it was the first Bond film. It's not, the Roger Moore thing. It's quite serious, the whole thing.
I might need to revisit.
Well, by the way, Netflix just added all of the Bond films.
Yeah, Connery had this icy coldness.
He did.
To him underneath the skin, but he, the very first Bond girl was Sylvia Trench, the girl at the baccarat table, and she's gorgeous too. But he always has that hint of danger underneath, and he was just in perfect form. He was a bodybuilder, I think, in Scotland before he became an actor.
He was.
I mean, if it wasn't for Sylvia going, "I admire your luck, Mr." He wouldn't have said Bond, James Bond.
James Bond. Yeah.
Okay, that's Honey Rider, Ursula Andress, everybody, Dr. No. 1962, Christ.
It's a good film.
Let's do the next one.
Sylvia Trench.
Sylvia Trench, Eunice Gayson.
And she was in 2 movies as well. So there's another Bond girl who was in 2 movies.
She was meant to be James Bond's girlfriend.
I thought you say she was meant to be Rogered.
But they decided to not have James Bond's girlfriend, didn't they? Decided to get rid of her.
Yeah, he was going to be a little more playing the field and not tied down.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say this was just the first example of a secondary woman being more attractive than the main woman. I'm sorry, Ursula Andress is beautiful. Sylvia puts her right out.
I'd agree with that.
I love the bit where she's playing golf and she's just wearing the shirt. James Bond shirt. It's fantastic. You never see that today, put it that way.
Yeah, when he comes in the room, he flips over on the floor and aims the gun at her because he doesn't know she's in there.
Mm-hmm. No, you definitely would see that today, but it would be Bond just wearing the shirt.
Yeah, he's like, "When do you have to leave?" 20 minutes. And then she kisses him and he's like, an hour.
There you go. Gap After Dark, numbers wrenched, nice pussy. Mr. Brownlee, could you put a gold finger in that picture down below?
We got a forefinger.
Is common people around? He likes 4 fingers.
Oh, I thought he was normally a 3-finger man, but my goodness.
Well, if it's
Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't.
Daisy, yeah.
This isn't a bad picture, but when she's like in motion, she is just so.
Yeah, I think that's where if you just look at Ursula Andress, you're like, damn. When you see them in movie, because Ursula's playing much more of like an athletic, confrontational kind of character, whereas Sylvia Trench,
Yes.
Swappers, anything to add?
Yes, Mr. Brown, I'd certainly Sylvie her trench.
I mean, they should, if they just use the last names from both of these Bond girls, you'd have Trench Rider, and that really would be James Bond.
Trench Gayson.
Yikes.
Sylvia Trench, Eunice Gayson.
Gayson.
Dr. No, everybody.
You nice Gayson.
Okay, let's do the next one. Tatiana, not the drinker either, Romanova, Daniela Bianchi from Russia with Love.
Yeah, she has a special place in my heart, man. She, again, no still image can convey what she is like in motion.
Agreed.
From Russia with love.
Her voice was dubbed as well, wasn't it?
What?
And also, she only got the part because she was friends with Connery,
I mean,
and Connery begged
Boffin
the
her.
producers to,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
to
Well,
basically
That can't be
hire her.
the only reason.
yeah, I think she earned
No,
it.
no. Well, they were after this other actress, and they were having a hard time getting her. And then Connery suggested her, and then they gave in and gave her the part. But she couldn't speak English properly, I think, something like that. And they just dubbed her voice. Yeah, dubbed her voice. So there you
She
go.
spoke the international language. Ha, ha,
Yeah, I love how she's wearing a ribbon around her neck as a present when she first shows up in the film.
That fight in the train, though, that is one vicious fight, isn't it?
Oh,
That
yeah,
fight
yeah.
that Connery has. My God, that's vicious.
Well, that's from the book, except the book ends when he falls unconscious.
Again,
Brown, it's really unfair for you to put Tatiana and Sylvia in the same starting bracket.
Well, we get
the pretty much in sequential.
Yeah, we're going sequentially. We're going to get a lot of hot women.
Yeah. I was thinking, should I kind of swap so one end of the draw is, current played against past, but I just thought I'd go for sequential.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because end of the day, the best one will win anyway.
Yeah, she's Italian, of course, and her English was not very good.
Here we go. Board Games Bourbon. Hello, my friend. Hey guys, can you all sing the Russia with Love theme song again? I think
no.
I
Go on,
can't
Istaphobos.
From Russia with love. I don't really have a vibrato.
That was a very good request, Glenn.
Okay.
Does it have any other words?
Yeah.
No. Well, there is, but we don't know.
No.
I think I need to brush up again on the very, very early Bond.
I love this film, though.
Well,
Russia
again,
with Love's a really good movie. Really good movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these are they we get to silly Roger Moore era with some that are just like laughable, but these were serious action movies and violent in a way that had real impact, not just I'll just nonchalantly shoot you and then move on.
Oh yeah, Robert Shaw was a cold-blooded killer, and this is a great example of movie magic because he's not that tall, but he looks about 6'7" in the movie. He looks like a giant, but he's only 5'9" in real life.
Did he have a patch on his eye, or was that somebody else?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
But
no, he had like really cold blue eyes and
yeah, and he murders his own people when they're doing exercises and tests. And
yeah.
Swap, has anything to add before we move?
Well, the guy was asking for it, walking around dressed like Bond.
Yeah, I figure.
Well, she does look an awful lot like she's just realised she left the oven on.
And on that bombshell, let's do the next one then.
Pussy Galore.
Pussy Galore on a black mode.
Yeah, was this before Double Entendre?
She was a big cat lover. I don't know what you're talking about. She was the first crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
Mother vagina.
But she came off the Avengers, didn't she, to do this film?
Yeah. She's gorgeous, but I don't think she had the chemistry because isn't in real life she is. So somewhat, and they say that in Train Spotting when Sick Boy, they're shooting pellets at people in the park. He's like, "Pussy galore, what a misnomer if I've ever heard one." Like,
yeah, I think she was a little old, and the character that she was playing wasn't. It just didn't really match up well with Bond.
Yeah, however, Pussy Galore's a good name for a lesbian when you think about it, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, she was a lesbian in the film, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Even though they didn't say it.
And
they strongly inferred it.
Bond supposedly, turned her with his sheer
in the film he does,
testosterone. Yeah. Man, this is rough.
I think Goldfinger changed everything about James Bond, didn't it? I mean, Russia with Love's the first time we saw Q. But in this film, you saw Q in his full,
the omnipotent Q.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
This film.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, there's a
continuum.
company that sells custom made briefcases from Russia with Love for like
Oh, wow.
$1,200, and they have
that
the
watch?
they have the magnetic talcum explosion. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
bullets and the little feet. It has
they have
a
the
slide
watch?
away dagger. What?
You have the watch with the garrots that comes out the watch. Did I have that in the case?
No, because that's the bad guys thing in that.
Oh, of course. You're right. Yeah.
But it does have the sovereigns, although you can't fit 25 on each side. It's like 10. I think they use a copper English penny spray painted gold. So
It's funny because they knew exactly what they were doing, especially at Lion, where he wakes up on the plane and she says,
plane,
"I'm
plane.
pussy galore," and then he
course
looks.
you
at
Are
her and
you
says,
now?
Now he
Yeah.
says, "I must be dreaming." He
I
says
must be
to me.
dreaming.
Yeah.
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 Now
great.
that rifle that he has in From Russia with Love is a real thing. It's the Armalite AR-7 survival
AR-7,
rifle.
the survival rifle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's
I have
not get
one. I'm
bogged
looking
down
at it
in,
right here. Oh,
in
okay. Women. Yeah.
rifles.
This is a tough vote.
It is. It's supposed to be. Swappers, Pussy Galore. Fantastic, yes.
I think, yeah, she was. She was a great character. And then I didn't see her for God knows how many years, and then she's turned up in that awful ITV comedy.
Yes. Yeah.
She was in a lot of films. She was in a lot of films before that.
Probably, yeah. I didn't see on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad in the Avengers, though. I have all those old episodes on
She's
disc.
terrific.
And
Oh,
she's
just
no
perfect.
Emma Peel, though. She's no Emma Peel.
No.
Mm.
I wouldn't throw her
That's-
out of bed for eating crackers, but
Oh, yeah.
she's not-
Diana Rigg never made our first. Diana Rigg didn't make our first list. I'm astonished.
Do you
Good.
know,
That's-
she kicked someone in the face and broke his nose during one of the Avengers episodes because they used to shoot it live. The first few, yeah. So
What?
they had this fight in a graveyard, and it was live. And she was fighting with this stunt guy, and the last thing she had to do was kick the guy in the face so he falls into the grave, the open grave. And she kicked him so hard he fell, and he broke his nose. She broke his nose, and he just had to lie there with his broken nose with blood
Okay.
all over.
Well, it could have been
Yeah.
worse. Could have been in the bollocks, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Pussy Galore on a Blackman Goldfinger 1964.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a vote going. It's the usual rules, folks. Top two will go through to the next round. So vote for your favourite Honey Rider, Ursula Andress, Sylvia Trench, Eunice Gayson, Tatiana Romanova, Daniela Bianchi, Pussy Galore on a Black Man. We'll keep that running for a bit. Top two go through.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna have Ista do his Shirley Bass impersonation and sing Goldfinger?
No, I don't. I know the words to that one.
We'll do it on the way out. Okay.
No.
Should we do some supers?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Okay. 5-0. Thank you, my friend. To all, favourite Chris Hemsworth film or show and why?
Ghostbusters 2016.
Right in with the classmates, right?
Yeah. I don't really, Extraction was. I'm just gonna say the first Thor movie. I
same
think I
here.
like
First
that.
Thor, that's
I
it.
like that
Bang.
better than most.
Yeah.
But man, I love every freaking bogey movie. But I'm gonna go with Casablanca because it's. Although The Big Sleep, oh man, is hard to choose.
Okay. Dutch.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Marvel's The Avengers for Hemsworth movie.
Okay. Yeah.
But Humphrey Bogart, I can't go with Casablanca because he was miscast. He was too old to play that character. It should have been a younger guy. It makes no sense for her to fall for him when she's got a husband who's actually a decent guy. So I would have to go with Africa Queen.
Ian.
Extraction
Tasmanian
1.
Devil, yes.
Yeah. Extraction 1. I think I really like
Really?
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was just focusing on him. With Thor, especially only the first Thor, they focused on him, but every other thing he's been in, it's been an ensemble, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
Humphrey Bogart definitely Casablanca. I disagree with what Dutch said.
Dutch, yeah.
I think he was the right age for her, even though in real life he wasn't. He still looked. She still looked, and he still looked. They're both same age, even though they weren't.
Remember, she thought her husband was dead. So, and do you know who Michael Douglas is married to? I mean, that happens a lot. So,
Swappers.
Chris Hemsworth, I don't know, really. I've not really seen many films with him in them, to be honest. I'd probably have to say the first Avengers movie. Generally love that film. And he was really quite good in it. I preferred him in that than all the other Thor movies, for sure. And even though he wasn't the main focus of the movie, I think the ensemble cast and the whole kind of the group dynamic between all the Avengers really helped that character, and he worked really well coming off all the other
What?
I'd go for that one. And as far as Humphrey Bogart goes, one that always comes to mind might not be the best, but I mean, we're not talking about best, we're talking about favorites. Amazon Queen always sticks in my mind as being one of my favorites.
The African Queen, you mean?
Sorry, that's what I meant, African Queen. And the it's probably because I saw it when I was so young, and it's the scene where he's just pulling the boat behind him, and the leashes like stick to him.
Yeah,
I'm just horrified, you know.
Yeah.
But he just plays such a great character in that movie. And it kind of back in the period when we used to be reminded by movie stars and characters about what it was to be a man, you know, and an early impression at that age. I kind of need that, and I really appreciated it. I really appreciate it. And I was, after just seeing that one movie, I was compelled then to go and watch other stuff with him in them. So I always include that one as the first one.
Well, any man who is studly enough to squeeze even a minutia of sexual chemistry out of Natalie Portman gets my vote, and so Hemsworth was able to do that when most other guys are not.
Here you go. Dead Gamers 13.
I don't get to answer, Megan.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Blah, 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 sorry.
Yeah. So the Hemsworth. I mean, I jokingly said Ghostbusters 2016. Sadly, he is the best part of that movie. But there's no real good part of that movie. I mean, it'd have to be one of the Avengers movies because I never was a big fan of the Thor movies. But as far as like Bogart, I mean, I love Maltese Falcon, Have and Have Not, and all that. But I think African Queen is, as Swappers was saying, it really showed like the range that Bogart had, that he could do comedy, he could act silly, but he could also be serious and romantic and kind of that quirky up. But yeah, when he has the reaction to it with the leeches and then realizes he has to go back in the water. Just the kind of look, but then he kind of steals himself and he does it anyway. That really that's chef's kiss for me.
Okay. Dead Gamers 13. Hello, my friend. £5, real money at the moment. Which tumbly endowed lesbian would play her now in 2026? It won't get me type the normal. It won't let me type the normal word. Who's this referring to then?
I think he's talking about Honey Rider.
Yeah, what fat lesbian would play her?
Star Trek.
Body positive, sir. Body positive.
Yeah. Well, it could be Cynthia Erivo, who's not actually tumbly endowed, but she seems to be getting a lot of those roles lately.
I mean, she couldn't even get out of the water. The weight of the water would just suck her back in, and she'd never make it.
Yeah,
it would be Melissa McCarthy.
I'm gonna say the woman from Starfleet Academy that looks a little like Melissa McCarthy. You know, she's the one.
You're gonna have to be more specific, sir.
She's the lieutenant over in the end that was next to the I don't go to the Jim Hadar and Holly
you
Hunter.
Women, don't you though?
Do you mean the HR one?
Yeah. Yeah, I you know, what can I say?
I would go with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, who's the other Joy Behar? She's also at the View.
Wait, look who's everybody. Jamalama.
Jams.
Been a while, Jams. $5. I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't think your goal is updating, is it?
Probably not. The guys, No pressure. The guys just do what they want to do. Yes. So, shall we do this?
Now we know who to blame.
Yeah.
Okay. This evening is pure Gavin. It's Gavin in its purest form, everybody.
It's the Gavin.
Yeah. I just said to Gavin, 20 movies, 20 honorables. This is pure Gavin. I have done nothing.
Yeah, we definitely need ones in the chat for Gavin.
Okay.
Yeah. Is somebody having Thanksgiving dinner in the background here?
Swappers is in the public toilet again, and sadly went
Oh.
into the ladies' room. So,
All right. Oh, I see.
How do you know these things?
because I can hear it all.
Okay. Let's do this then. Robots in disguise.
I'm not going to tell you how, as a teenager, I used to alter the song for this.
Well, you've hinted at it now. You've got to tell us.
No, I can't. No, it would be
Oh, you-
demonetized. I think.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who likes this movie, Swappers?
Oh yes. I still to this day unapologetically love everything about this film. Completely. I'm a massive fan of high quality 2D animation anyway, and this is probably the closest to Japanese anime that we got at the time of this quality. So I was just creaming my shorts over this one at 14 years old. I was a massive fan of the franchise anyway, ever since 84, and I was 14, so went from 11 to 14, and I was still a huge fan and collected the comics, everything, absolutely everything. Had quite a few of the toys, but the toys weren't the cheapest, so it wasn't like Star Wars where I got bought loads of them. But what I did have, I absolutely adored and cherished, and this film, when it got previewed on kids' TV in the afternoon, coming up to the release date, I think it was back in October of 86, whenever it was, 85, 86. We're doing 86, are we? Yeah.
Yep.
And there was a TV show and I had no interest in it whatsoever. And it had all these god awful music bands on there that I hated, but they showed 2 clips from this film in the half-an-hour show, and I recorded it on video just to rewind between the 2 clips and watch them repeatedly over and over and over. And I had to just stomach seeing these bands on the screen just to watch these clips. I was so desperate to see anything from this film. And then the trailers came out and I just exploded and couldn't believe how great it looked, and then went to see it. And the only thing that I was let down by with this film was how short it was. It's only like 90 minutes or just over 90 minutes. And you just want more and more and more. But the pace of the film is so fast that you can kind of see why it's at 90 minutes. And of course, you're dealing with kids here, and kids have got limited attention spans. So they obviously wanted to keep the story moving as quickly as possible in this film. But it works for it, I think. It's got a lot in common with the first Star Wars movie in the sense where you're just along for this roller coaster ride, this incredible journey, and you don't know where you're going to go next or what's going to happen next. The characters and villains the heroes and villains are all clearly defined, and you know who to root for, and you do root for them as well. And even though certain characters might, in hindsight, not be the most lend themselves that well to the audience, but still, I loved everything about this film. I loved everything about the production design, the character design. The soundtrack is still my top in my top 1 or maybe 2 soundtracks of all time for any movie ever.
Wow.
And I can watch this film at any moment of any day, just like the original Star Wars trilogy, and still love it from beginning to end, because even with its shortcomings and the things I can pick wrong with it and the things I would change if I could remake it myself, just adore it in every respect. And that's saying something for something that was basically just a glorified TV commercial for kids' toys. So, and it still stands up today, still holds its own, and it's a billion times better than anything Michael Bay made. So yeah, there you go.
It's Rust in Peace 43, Reg Rust Spotlight. It's unofficially on YT 4K, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Throws the link, but throws a link if you can.
Yeah,
So, yes, on YouTube. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, throws a link, boys.
I will say that if Swappers goes into the bathroom and you hear him suddenly say, "You got the touch, you got the power," don't go in there. No, you don't want to. You don't want to do all that.
Ista?
Well said, Ista.
Is he in the
Okay.
toilet?
Dutch?
You asked who likes this movie. I think the better question is who doesn't like this movie. This movie was to animated features what Iron Man was to superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
It changed the entire industry. The cast alone with Orson Welles, but also Leonard Nimoy, Eric Idle. Heck, they had the guy that played Mud from Star Trek. He was in this.
Rainn
Wow.
Wilson? Oh no, you mean the original? Yeah.
Roger C. Carmel. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I mean, just the art, the animation, the story, the music, it just rocked on toast.
Mm-hmm.
Rocked on toast.
I love that. I love that expression. I'm going to use that.
I'm sorry, Brown. I was muted when you asked me.
Be my chance to
Emperor?
shine.
I think I was just a little too old when this came out. I didn't even see it, but I did watch it with my son when the other Transformers movie came out,
Yeah, there you go.
and he
Link
loves
there.
it. He loves it.
Romeo Tango November Zulu Reg was Battle, mate. The link to watch Transformers.
Brilliant.
I think the only time I've ever watched this was when it was released on VHS, so we got it from the video van. I can't remember anything of it.
I know that I quit because I couldn't be bothered, but I do remember as a teenager taking great delight in seeing the kids come out crying when they realized, oh shit, they actually killed Optimus Prime.
Oh no!
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, it's pretty gutsy for a toy company to
It's
do
not
that.
gutsy at all. The reason they did it is because they wanted to release a new set of toys. And so they wanted to kill off some main characters. And
They could have- I mean,
boy,
in
was there a
hindsight,
negative reaction to that.
In hindsight, they could have just, I mean, they know this now these days, obviously, but in hindsight, they could have just knocked that character out for a while and then brought him back, like upgraded, but the same character, and everyone would have loved it, you know? But, you know, in hindsight, I tell you what, that kind of pathos in the movie really works for it in its favor, even though kids were kind of shocked and put off by it. I mean, I was at the age that I should have been traumatized, and I was to a degree, you know, but I still, it added something to the movie, even though it was a really sorrowful experience. The rest of the movie is such a high that you get this really good duality between the sadness and the, you know, the sense of adventure and excitement. So it works for me.
Yeah, the reaction to this movie made them change the G.I. Joe movie because they were originally going to kill Dutch, and then
Ian.
I wasn't. I think I was a bit too old to see this film, but I wasn't really a fan of Transformers. I like the toys. Again, my brother got the toys, and I didn't. I played with his toys, but I've never seen it. I remember a couple of my friends was telling me about the ending, how one of the main characters died, but that's about it, really. So I can't really comment on it.
Okay, we'll do a quick super chats. Romeo Tango November Zulu Ranch World Sport, $5 New Zealand dollars. Thank you, my friend. Saw Transformers 1986 in the cinema. It was fucking awesome. Better than all the live action Transformers films.
Easily.
Yeah,
amazing soundtrack.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, that's a hot take.
This soundtrack got me into rock and metal. Because I didn't really have a chosen genre before that. And after listening to this, man, I was just sold completely. Yeah.
Mr. Brown, I think you skipped a Meggie Spidey Man.
No, I'm going to do that.
No, we'll catch up.
No.
Am I wrong in remembering that the guy who sang "You've Got to Touch" in this was also the guy who sang the ending song in First Blood?
Stan Bush, you might be right.
Because I remember thinking that the when I saw First Blood, I was like, "What is this?" and looked it up one time, and I was like, "Yeah, I thought it was Frank Stallone. It wasn't." And I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that sang "You Got the Touch."
Oh, okay.
He does two tracks on this soundtrack. He does Dare and The Touch, and both of them are incredible songs, really amazing songs, and they still hold up now. You can listen to them now and still get an amazing buzz from listening to them, even though it's kind of a little bit cheesy 80s hair metal. But God, man, those two tunes are easily the standout tracks on the album, and the album is phenomenal all the way through.
Okay, this is going to be a long stream, everybody. Okay, that's Transformers. Mega, I'll do your super chat at the end of the section, yeah. Okay, let's do the next one then. Top Gun.
Can I go first? Can I go first?
Oh yes, please, please.
I hated this movie.
Shit.
Soundtrack's fantastic.
It's not even the best soundtrack for a jet-based movie of this year.
Jet-based.
Iron Eagle is better.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I always kept a copy of this on VHS to test my Dolby surround sound systems, and then on disc when we switched over. I thought it was kind of silly when it came out, which is why I was surprised at how good Maverick was. But yeah, this movie is just, guilty pleasure popcorn, but not to take it too seriously. But as a pilot, it did have a little bit of interest for me. I've never landed on a carrier though.
You go Picat Wrench on it. Iron Eagle is better on the soundtrack. Blows this way.
Yeah, Picat's right.
Yeah. Any soundtrack that includes Queen automatically is elevated.
Yeah, and One Vision is a pretty rocking song, but it also has Spencer Davis Group with "Give Me Some Lovin'." Now, Top Gun. The one thing that I always kind of giggle about is the number of people who decided I'm going to sign up for the Navy and found out their drill instructor was not in fact going to be Kelly McGillis. But then you saw Kelly McGillis in Witness, and you're like, maybe it is. I'm not sure because there's a reason she's wearing baggy clothes in this, and it's because she's a chunky girl.
I like a bit of that. That's right.
This movie is responsible for one of the more funny Bobcat Goldthwait jokes in his routine. So there.
Which was,
you don't look like Kelly McGillis. You look like Maud.
I give Kelly McGillis full credit for saying, no, I'm not going to be in Maverick. It's just, I am past that point in my life.
Yeah, she is. Have you seen her lately?
I wish they would have needed a wide angle lens for her. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, she actually came out and said nope.
Yeah, it's just hell no.
Okay. My younger self didn't probably realize just how average this movie is. But it did have
it was.
But it did have Michael Ironside, which is always
It was for
positive.
the MTV generation, wasn't it, this film? And it had a lot of music in it and it had a lot of kind of MTV things in there. And I hated it when I saw it. I was like, what am I watching here? And then it was obvious they weren't inside the planes. It was just back projection crap. And, and
there weren't even proper MIGs.
No, and also the fact that, there's that gayest scene in the whole of film history
from the hip, everybody
bit in the middle, and I'm like, what am I watching here? Do you know what I mean?
A lot of those jet scenes were not back projection; they were actually filmed.
Somewhere.
I do want to mention that Art Scholl, the greatest aerial stunt performer of all time, died during the making of this movie when his camera failed to recover from a spin. Because they miscalculated the weight of the camera equipment on the plane. So the movie ended up being dedicated to him. But I knew him. He was always going around at all the airplane conventions. He was an amazing pilot, an amazing stunt performer, an all around great guy, and it was very tragic. So that's why I give this film a little more respect.
Shall I tell you something that's not really known, or maybe you have heard this? So who directed this film? Somebody?
Tony Scott.
Who directed it? Come on.
Richard Donner.
Tony Scott directed this film.
Yeah, but I wanted to say
okay, right,
Donner.
hold on. All right, so Tony Scott directed this film, and because most of it was on the boat, wherever the hangar boat thing, he got fired twice right? Because they did not like what he was shooting at all. So they fired him twice. But he couldn't go home because he was on the bloody boat.
Yeah, it's
So
on an
he just had
aircraft
to hang
carrier. They
around.
don't just
Yeah.
trip you home on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was they started to shoot with the second unit, and he wasn't very good either. So they had to keep calling Tony Scott back.
Oh my God.
And then the end, just said, "All right, carry on directing the rest of it." So
Yeah.
that's one of those facts. That's
kind of like his brother on Blade Runner. You're fired as a director, but we do need you to edit the film.
Okay, it worked out all well in the end. Okay, let's move on then.
Yippee-ki-yah-ho!
Three
What you
amigos.
say? I have a plethora of pianos.
Oh, see, I would say with a plethora.
Does everybody agree what Tarantino says about Chevy Chase? He says that in every movie,
Well, he's a cunt.
he's an arsehole, and all the way through the movie, even towards the end, he's still an arsehole. He never changes. His character never changes. Is it true in this film? Because I've only seen half of this film.
No,
he's
he's the dumb one, which is very out of character for normal Chevy Chase characters. Usually he's the smartest guy in the room and the smart ass and all that, but he's the dumb one.
Yeah, he's more palatable in this film, and Fletch are the only two films I really like him in at all.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, otherwise I just can't stand it when he's around.
No, and there's a very good reason that he's not in Murders in the Building.
Yeah. Do you remember that scene in it where they're in the desert and he drinks the water and then he keeps drinking it and then he starts sloshing his mouth and then he just chucks it, doesn't he? And they're all like really thirsty. I remember that bit. Yeah. It's the only bit I remember from the film, to tell you the truth. Because I
the singing bush that they accidentally kill, or the invisible swordsman, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't really seen this in, I don't know, like 30 years, but I remember it being hilarious when it came out. We saw it a couple times.
Yeah, this was a between buddies always quoting this thing. You know, anytime. I mean, even like as adults, you know, we'd been a business deal or something, and it'd be like, "What are they offering?" And I would be like, "We're talking big money, amigo money." And
would this be very, very dated now?
Oh yeah.
No, I mean it was retro, you know, when it did it, because it's basically, you know, in the silent film era is when it's created, and it's kind of making a joke of the you know, Sergio Leone movies, but these idiots from Hollywood who think that they're showing up to do a personal appearance, because this man is more than famous, he's infamous, El Guapo, and then everything goes sideways. But yeah, it's the or the Magnificent Seven. It's very much calling back to that as well.
Yeah, this is not going to pass the purity test, though. This would be completely unacceptable. It's like you picked the wrong Mexican. In a way, all of us has an El Guapo to face. For some,
we all have our own personal El Guapos.
It might be shyness.
The humor in it is what dates it, though. That's the thing. You could not have a movie like this.
Well, it's because it's actually funny. That's what would keep you from putting it out.
Ardent Party Will Sport. No shouting, by the way. Not dated at all.
Yeah, it is. Folks. It is still hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we swap us anything to add before we move on?
What would it be called today? The Three Senoritas?
Yeah. Oh, don't give them any ideas, man.
Would it be
Las Tres Amigas.
They, them, he, amigos.
They, them.
No, yeah. I mean, they would have a real problem using amigos because Spanish is a gendered language.
Yeah,
right.
The three they, thems.
Well,
it would be the three amig-ex.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, isn't that very problematic now that Spanish is a gendered language? Isn't that very problematic?
Yeah, well that's what I meant. It's not dated, but it's problematic.
It's not problematic to those who speak Spanish.
Okay, when are they coming for the Spanish language then? And on that bombshell,
they've tried.
What's problematic is the fact that they're not Latino guys playing the role.
Oh, swappers! Little Shop of Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
May I go first?
I love this.
Yeah,
movie.
go on, Dutch.
So this movie, you have to realize, black and white, dark comedy, then Broadway musical, then the Broadway musical to this.
Mm-hmm.
And the cast, music, the everything is brilliant. I managed to get a hold of the very first release of this on DVD,
Oh wow!
which was only available for 4 days because they put the original ending where the plant wins.
Oh, the extended one.
At the it was in the extended version. It was in the extras.
Yeah.
And producer David Geffen found out that they did that because the footage was unfinished. Ellen Green, when she collapses in the alleyway, she falls out of her dress.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oops, that shouldn't be in the movie. But it's and the casting slightly changed there at the end. The guy that approaches him isn't Bill Belushi or Jim Belushi. I mean, it was some other guy I didn't recognize. But yeah, this is just. I own the soundtrack. I've listened to it a million times. I know all the songs, even though they're different from the ones in the movie by a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I saw this. I saw this when it came out in the theaters. I was actually in this play, and I know the had seen the Corman version with a very young Jack Nicholson in it, and that's also, I mean, that is a hilarious movie, but you could tell that they're making it for $8. But this one, this movie got really expensive, and they didn't show any of the things that they actually spent all the money on because it was the ending that really cost them, and they didn't include it.
Yeah, the test audiences hated the original ending so much that even though they were over budget and past schedule, they went back and refilmed the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is hilarious in this, and Ellen Green is very funny.
Oh, it's Audrey. She is so good.
Yeah.
She was Audrey on the Broadway show.
Yeah. I like both. I like both versions of this film wise, or is it all three? But also the creature effects in this were quite amazing for 1986. The animatronics,
and really combined well with stop motion, and didn't, it was very good stop motion.
Okay.
Brown
Ian?
at Getty has a very good comment.
Who?
At Getty, GETI in the comments.
Is this a vegan's worst nightmare?
Vegetables finally getting their revenge on you, thinking, "Oh, we're not really living things."
On that bombshell, Ian.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite films. I don't really like musicals. There's only two, maybe three musicals I like that I've ever seen. It's Blues Brothers and Little Shop of Horrors, and I can't remember what the other one is.
Not Star Wars.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite films. I love this film. I think it's great from start to finish. I remember watching it in the cinema, and when Steve Martin came on and he was on that bike, I just cried with laughter. I thought it was so funny, especially the bit where he goes into the dentist's room and he punches what's her name in the face. What's her name? I can't remember the name of the actress.
Ellen Green.
No, not her.
No.
She's British. She's a lesbian. That fat lesbian.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, exactly. So he punches her in the face, and all that stuff about him, saying "oh, mama" and all that stuff just made me laugh, and I was crying with laughter. And after recovering from that scene, you would have thought that would have been it for the highlight of the film, but it wasn't. Okay. The rest of it was just pure enjoyment.
Him losing it with Bill Murray because he's disgusted that he's a sadist, and he finally meets a masochist too.
Okay, was that Miriam Margolis?
Yeah, I would say to the chat, name some fat British lesbians.
That was her. She gets punched in the face.
Beat you to it. Okay, Swappers, final thoughts.
I've got that much to say about it, really. When I saw it, I thought it was on TV. When it got shown on TV, I never caught it at the cinema. But really enjoyable film. I was a big Steve Martin fan at the time, especially after seeing Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Or Plaid, rather. And he was just such a bizarre character in this film. But, it's one of those roles that you have to see to believe it, really. He's kind of like this I don't know, this kind of like Elvis dentist, you know,
Yeah,
it's like
If
crazy.
it's greaser sadist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so damn funny. It just goes to show the comedic range of this guy. Just absolutely superb. It was worth watching just for him alone. But you're right about the animatronics of Audrey. And Rick Moranis is great in this. Who could forget that, you know? And it kind of fits in there along with movies of the time after Ghostbusters as well, because I loved Rick Moranis after that. So that was kind of the big draw for me, Steve Martin and Rick Moranis in this movie. But yeah, good film.
I love when Steve Martin gets off his bike and he just points at the bike and the bike stops.
Yeah,
that made me laugh completely out loud when I saw it in the cinema. It's such a great movie. The effects are just brilliant. I mean, well done for Frank Oz direction and and the Muppets effects. Absolutely brilliant.
Let's do the next one. That's Little Shop of Horrors, everybody.
I saw this. You know what? I saw this recently, and it is terrible. It's terrible. I remember watching the cinema thinking it was okay, but I saw it recently a couple of weeks ago, last year, and it is awful. Yeah, it's not.
No, I remember it as just being awful at the time.
Yeah, I was saying I didn't think it was ever good. I was like, "What is this? This is bad."
Think, Gavin likes this one then. Damn.
I think it had that one funny part where he goes, I want the knife.
Yeah.
And Charlotte Lewis was kind of hot in this, but it wasn't really all that memorable.
I agree with everyone. It was awful.
Was it in the trailer? They go, what is it? He goes, how many people have completed this? And that voice booms out, none. And that's how the trailer ends when he goes, none. And then that's how the trailer ends. But you know, when I was a huge Eddie Murphy fan, and he could do no wrong. So when I went to see this film, I thought it was enjoyable. But then recently seeing it, it's just an awful movie. It really is. Terrible.
No, this was the movie that I realized that Eddie Murphy could do wrong.
Okay, and on that bombshell. Oh,
boom!
Who's banging? Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu, Wrench, Will Spot. Both Ians are just wrong. This is a good movie. Tons of fun. There you go. We stand corrected, everybody.
No.
Well, he's entitled to his opinions. So
again, you can enjoy a bad movie. Just because you enjoy something doesn't mean it's good.
I just remember this movie as being disappointing. Coming off, we call it Beverly Hills Cop. All right, let's move on then.
Just remember, opinions are like rear ends. Everybody has one,
Got one.
and we all think our own doesn't stink.
Oh, this movie is horrifying. It's so well done.
This is genius. This is a genius movie.
Yeah. The acting in this, the performances were incredible.
Yeah.
And the psychological horror aspect of this movie and the body horror. I'm not really a big body horror guy. But this movie has to be one of the best horror movies.
It's pretty good.
That I think it's right up there with The Thing almost. Just his whole sort of the way their relationship develops is very authentic, very organic, and as he starts deteriorating, you just kind of know exactly what it's like to feel like it is to be her. It's terrifying.
Yeah, they do such a good job of setting up his character and getting you to like him and understand the relationship they have and all that. And so when he starts to be affected and start becoming Brundlefly, it really hits you that you're really concerned about this guy, but also you start to realize, that he's gone off the rails a bit. And then when he tells her, you need to leave, I might hurt you. Then that really, when she gets out of the, she leaves and then the door closes and she kind of catches her breath and starts crying, realizing what's going on. But you also recognize that there's still a bit of him in there that's trying to do the right thing. But he just keeps degrading. And then, the final scene where he doesn't have to say anything, but he just grabs the shotgun and points it to himself. And
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking.
And Cronenberg. Cronenberg, he intentionally set up the transformation to mimic aging.
I do like this film. It's a shame that the experiment didn't stop at him having super strength. Do you remember that bit where he goes to the bar and he has a arm wrestle with that guy?
breaks the guy's-
Oh, yeah.
breaks
Oh,
the
yeah.
head. It's a shame it didn't
yes.
stop there. It just carried on, changing him into a fly. Some of the effects are amazing. Some of the effects I find towards the ending was a bit laughable, but I still love this film. I think it's I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I think it's very enjoyable, very disgusting, and the performances were brilliant in there. You know, I would watch this again. I haven't watched this since I saw it on TV, saw it in the cinema
same
and saw it
here.
on TV.
Yeah, same here, probably. It's been a long time. Swappers.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by this movie. Really impressed. I think, I must have been about 14. Man, I was so grossed out by the stuff in this film. And it's one of those films where it's like super awkward because your dad's rented it from the video shop and you're sitting there watching it. And even though we all kind of watched horror and stuff together, it was always fun watching horror with your parents. But it's just the intimate scenes weren't the most comfortable moments in this film.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there cringing, thinking, please get out, just stop this scene now, just get this scene over with, please. Just can we go back to the horror? Please, can we just go back to the gross stuff? And the bit where she says, like, oh my God, you could go for hours or whatever she says to him, I'm thinking, like, no, please don't. Can't it just be a quick finisher? Please, just get it off the screen. And that sex scenes in movies still make me uncomfortable to this day because of all that. But the rest of the movie is great. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. And just the bit that always comes to mind more than anything else in this movie, when anyone mentions it, is the bit where she gives birth. And she's dreaming, but still, it's just, oh, good Lord, that's horrific.
Yeah, I do think this is a masterpiece of horror. It may not be considered a straight up masterpiece.
All I can really remember was he was drinking his coffee and did his teeth fall out or something?
Yeah.
He had like that gummy smile.
Yeah.
Do you know, Matt, that the time that happened to me, what you're describing, is when I was in the cinema and I went to see, I think I was 16, I went to see American Wealth in London, and then that shower scene, and I was sitting right next to my dad, and I felt so uncomfortable watching that scene with my dad. Yeah.
That was uncomfortable as Brown did when he was sitting next to his shooter.
Oh, yeah.
And on that bombshell, that's the fly, everybody. Newman Cruz. It's the color of money.
I thought this was very cool when it came out. It's not really, a direct sequel to The Hustler, but we really quite enjoyed ourselves watching this. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen it lately. I don't know if it holds up, but I mean, Paul Newman was the epitome of cool in this. And, Tom Cruise, there's a reason he became who he is. He does a great job in here. And I think it's a very well-made movie. It's well filmed. It's gorgeous. And everyone does a great job in here. I think it's a little bit underappreciated because it is technically a sequel.
I think the bigger problem with it is Tom Cruise, and that you're at the time when Tom Cruise is at like the height, and he's doing movies that resemble this, because you get this, and then I think you get Cocktail like the next year, which is again his old mentor and his guy who doesn't know anything, and then we get, we went on with Days of Thunder and all that. But the Cruise is not really, he can't act well enough to pull this character off.
Okay.
He just kind of feels like a douchey frat boy, and I think they needed somebody else to really elevate the story. But I mean, the Fast Eddie side of it, that's the more interesting story. Unfortunately, they focused too much on Cruise because he was the box office draw.
Yeah, I agree. It needed more Newman, but he was amazing in this.
Dutch.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm thinking that they could have cast virtually anyone else in this role but Tom Cruise, and the movie probably would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But even with that, it's not a bad movie.
No, it's
yeah,
not bad. It's just not. It's not good. And as for a Scorsese movie, you just look and go.
Is it
"That's-
Scorsese?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. You can still see elements of him in there, but hell, this movie did amazing things for Warren Zevon's career. Werewolves of London.
Yeah, I can't remember this. I'm sure I've seen it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Ian?
don't.
I didn't mind this film. I thought it was well directed and well performed by everybody involved, but it just didn't resonate with me. Do you know? At that moment in time, I don't think I was the kind of filmmaker the kind of viewer that would appreciate this kind of movie. I think if I watched it again, maybe I'd appreciate.
You're more of a snooker player, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when I think back on it. I don't remember any of the Tom Cruise parts. All I remember are all the Newman parts.
Emperor, you were going to say I cut you off, mate.
Oh no, just the talking about the Warren Zevon stuff. I was like, I mean, if you didn't know Werewolves of London by now, what were you doing? Problem.
Okay, Swappers, any closing thoughts?
Not really. No, I always avoided Tom Cruise movies because he was just always playing exactly the same character, and it just pissed me off. So I stayed away from all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Color of Money, everybody. Star Trek.
Oh, look, one of the bad ones.
Okay, who would like go on this, Swappers? You go first, mate.
Yeah, this surprised me at how good it was. How good I thought it was. Anyway, it always gets regarded in my when I've read it about it in magazines or in reviews as one of the more favourable ones because it's an even numbered Trek movie. But I mean, the only Trek movie I didn't like was 5. So this one's great as far as I'm concerned, and it's a great bookend to the trilogy of this storyline, this through storyline, this arc that Spock's got, and Kirk as well, I guess you could say. Those 3 movies together are just so great. I mean, you repeat watching now, you can kind of pick it apart a bit, you know. The whole time travel thing's a little bit tenuous, but
it's a lot tenuous and a whole lot of shit.
But at the time, you know, when I was 14 years old, I didn't care about that. I didn't think about it at all. I thought the writers obviously know better than me. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it. But yeah, just a great adventure, absolutely great adventure in every single way. And we didn't need the Enterprise for it either.
It was sadly missed though, but you know.
Oh yeah, but it was more about the characters and the ship, I think. But the ship that they had, Home Bounty, played its part brilliantly well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ian?
what I like.
Oh, go on, Ian.
Yeah, I really when I first saw it, I really hated this film. After coming off Star Trek 3, I thought to myself, what is this shit? But in recent years, after watching it again, I really do appreciate it because it was trying to be something different. And also, I found it a lot more funnier the second time round.
Yeah.
And I think it's a decent Star Trek film. Again, right, because I was such a Trekkie, or Trekker, whatever you call it. I was disappointed when I saw this film. The music was awful. You know, the some of the jokes were missed the mark. As I said, when I got older, I appreciate it even more because I was older. So there you go.
Who's screaming in the background? Someone's got a right party going on.
Swapper's back in the bathroom again.
Yeah. There are guests here, not patrons. They are guests.
Another group of women came into the public restroom, and he's having to deal with it. So.
Istha?
Again?
Okay, I liked this when it came out, and I've learned to appreciate it. We just did like a 3-hour stream on this. I like the humor in this, especially when you compare it to the cringy humor they're trying to force into the Star Trek properties now. But the thing about this movie is this is the one where Spock really comes back. It's not Star Trek 3. Star Trek 3, they bring his body back. This is a movie where they bring his soul back. This is kind of fan service, but in the best possible use of the term, not a bad use of it. And, you know, I think it's very much a gift to the fans. It wraps up the sort of trilogy from 1, 2, and 3. And, I mean, 2, 3, and 4. and it's a very satisfying, very comfort food Star Trek movie. So I really, good night, Amelia. Yeah, so I've always liked this movie. I'm not going to put it as the best, but it's always enjoyable.
Dutch.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I've always known, it's the even numbered ones up until 6 that were good. The odd numbered ones were bad. 2, of course, being the best. I don't understand people saying how 3 and 4 are superior movies. I'm sitting here going, Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is perfect. As for the time travel and this one being wonky, since when has Star Trek's time travel ever not been wonky?
Yeah.
Well, then what Star Trek 4 is one of the bad episodes from season 3 of the original series. It's, look, we landed on Nazi planet. We we did time travel or
Gangster
something like
planet.
that, right? Or it's going to be jokey, haha things, the kind of filler episodes that you would get. And again, the main reason that this exists, other than we got some environmental messaging we want to do, and then kind of have our cheap movie, because we don't have to build a lot of sets. We're in 1980s, so it's for the same reason the TV show did this. But again, the reason this exists is to continue to hit the undo button on Wrath of Khan, which is what 3 and 4 are there for. They're basically like, everything that happened in 2, we have to undo that. Oh, you had a son? Not anymore. Oh, Spock was dead? Nope. Oh, the Genesis planet? Go away.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I do see your point. It still has my favorite line in it, which is, "You're from outer space." No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in outer space.
And on that
I
bombshell.
love that line.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
Dum, 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 dum.
One of my favorite films of all time. This is a brilliant, incredible coming of age movie. And it's funny, my favorite Stephen King stories are the ones where they didn't have supernatural aspects to them, like Misery, Stand By Me, Shawshank Redemption. I just thought this movie was brilliant. It was a little bit older at the time that it came out, I think, than the kids in the movie. But I think I fully appreciated the coming of age story in there. I thought that all the kid actors were really incredible.
Wesley Crusher in that.
Yes,
that would be the weak point of it. But
yeah, but he's not nearly as annoying as he was in Star Trek.
Here you go, Durkee McDurkey face, numbers red, sheep, schmaltz. There's a word I've not heard in a long time. Schmaltz.
No, I go on.
okay.
And it really, when I was a kid, man, we were sort of free range children, unlike the generations after. So this kind of thing, like walking on the train tracks and stuff, like it really resonated with me, because that's how I grew up, as an outdoor free range child. And but I was a little nerdy. I was always reading, and I loved the friendship between River Phoenix and Wesley. Yeah.
Sure.
So I mean, I haven't seen this recently, but sort of as a young adult, this has always been one of my favorite movies, along with Shawshank Redemption. And I'm still surprised they were written by Stephen King. So.
Yeah, no, this movie is fantastic, and one of the best adaptations of one of his stories. This story was called The Body.
Mm-hmm.
It was in different seasons. There were four stories from that book. Each
there were the
one,
Bachman ones, right?
No, that was a Stephen King book, and like Shawshank was Hope Springs Eternal. Apt Pupil was Summer of Corruption. This one, The Body, was Fall from Innocence. The winter one is so stupid it would never be made into a movie. Less said about that, the better. But yeah, Kiefer Sutherland, of course, playing a psycho like every other bully in a Stephen King story. But
no ace, just you.
Yeah, that I'll tell you. You're dissing Will Wheaton. He acted his butt off in this movie. I mean, the scene where he's crying over how his parents treat him, that part where he's got the gun on him, the whole thing is just, he was brilliant in this, I thought.
I think that Will Wheaton has no problems crying. I've seen him as an adult, and I think he probably cries more now than he did as a kid. I do think that I mean they really nailed it with the casting, up and down, and each of them had very distinct personalities, and it was you haven't really hit puberty, but you're starting to head in that direction, and as Ista said, we were all, we were raised, or as Adam Gray's favorite line is, 80s kids were raised on hose water and neglect. That we were just free range, you go do you, be back when the street lights come on. So them going out and doing their search for the body, that's exactly the kind of curiosity that you would see from kids, and sure, let's go check it out. But also, they're bullies, their place in the world. The fact that you've got Feldman as, a kid that's been abused and has a lot of anger issues and all that they fall out with each other. And they're already starting to notice that they're separating, right? That they're going to go their different ways. River Phoenix is great in this as well. It's a well done movie. Yeah, it's a little maudlin, but that's kind of the point of the movies, I think, is Drew said that it comes with the genre.
Here you go, Gavin Blackburn, one Wrenchwell Sports. Or Gavin, Will Wheaton, why are you saying it like that?
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Well, say cool, you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Ian Swappers, anything to add?
I really liked this film.
Yeah.
But again, I could relate to it a bit because living in England and living in a concrete jungle, we've never had adventures like that.
Yeah.
But what I did like, what really got to me in this film, everything else was kind of cheesy for me, but what really got to me which is really true, at the ending when they all at school and he says something like, so-and-so, we separated and I never saw him again, whatever. When they disappeared. Do you remember when in the corridor of the school?
Yeah.
That is so true. That kind of registered with me because when I saw this, I was out of secondary school. And some of my friends I don't talk to, especially the friends that I'd hung around with for, years at secondary school. And now I don't see them. I don't even know what they're doing, nothing. So it kind of resonated with me. But I love Richard Dreyfuss's voiceover in this film. I thought it was very, very good. I actually enjoyed this film. So, yeah, I would say it's a good movie, personally.
Okay.
Is that back when you were gangbanging, Ian, before you cleaned up and became a filmmaker?
Well, I would say one thing. Manuel says at that age, I was looking for grown-up films. These kinds of movies aren't made for kids of that age, right?
No,
this was
not.
very much made for adults or older to look back and kind of remember what it was like to be a kid and the growth that you have. There's a reason Richard Dreyfuss is the one that's doing the voiceover.
Yeah. He says that line at the ending, doesn't he? And it resonates with me. It's something about, we had friends like that. And when did we ever have friends like that after school or something like that? He says right at the very ending, which kind of really makes sense.
I mean, the people that you're connected to in a way that you will never really have again.
Yeah.
This is not a teen drama. I object to that characterization strongly.
Not even
Stand by me, everybody. Short Circuit.
No, disintegrate.
No disassemble.
No disassemble, sorry.
Johnny Five is alive. This was
Fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I saw this in the theaters. It is definitely amusing. It's not a great movie. It does have some good humor. Sadly, it also has that crap song from, was it El DeBarge or whatever? Who's Johnny? Ali Sheedy is hot in this, but it's an all right movie that is definitely quotable.
What did you mean in this?
Well, Eldebarge in general is bad.
No. You said Ali Sheedy is hot in this.
Yeah.
What do you mean in this?
There's some other movies where she's intentionally looking distressed and not nearly as hot as she is in this.
Listen, if you told me when I was watching this movie that in 4 years Fisher Stevens was going to be banging Michelle Pfeiffer, I would have thought you were absolutely insane.
Yeah,
I'm still having trouble wrapping my fucking head around that. And then he cheated on her.
So he playing an Asian guy in this film?
Oh, the Indian?
Indian.
Yeah.
Indian.
Central,
Central Asian. Yeah.
He plays. He's in the sequel as well.
Then they'll never get with something like that today, will they?
No.
There you go. Atom Gray wrenched. Atom Best Brown Face Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody had won it since Gandhi. So.
Yeah, Jan Speck was quite the hottie in here too.
Swappers, you've seen Short Circuit?
Yeah, I absolutely loved it from beginning to end. I couldn't believe the technology of the animatronics and how lifelike the movements were. Even though it was early motion capture stuff, it just blew me away. I couldn't believe how great it was. It's such a great character. The robot is such a great character. I utterly loved it from beginning to end. I mean, I haven't seen it, I don't think, 1 or 2 times since then. So I'd probably pick it apart if I saw it again as an adult. But yeah, back then, man, it blew me away how good it was.
It used to be on the TV all the time. Another film that's never on TV anymore.
No, it's
it's because they belong to the streaming people, didn't they?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Majority of them, yeah.
Okay, let's do a super chat. Mega Spider-Man. We've not done this one, have we? Wrenched 5-0. 2-all. Favorite Scotty moment and why? Computer. Yes.
I think in Wrath of Khan when he says, he stated his post when the other trainees ran.
Yeah, fantastic.
You beat me to it.
He stated his post. Anybody else?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with the rest of you guys. Although I do like when he grabs the claymore in Day of the Dove. Just the look on his face when he sees the sword and he's like, aye, a claymore.
I like the bit where he says when he stops the Excelsior from chasing the Enterprise. I can't remember what he said to Dr. McCoy, but I thought it was quite funny.
Shaft.
Yeah, the more complicated.
From one surgeon to another.
Mementos. Souvenirs.
Brown, not Z, has a great one.
I will admit.
And then favorite Edward G. Robinson film.
Yeah, there's only one.
Well, no.
Double Indemnity.
No, there's a lot of great Edward G. Robinson ones, but Soylent Green is probably the one I would pick.
Oh, really? You like that better than Double Indemnity?
I like his performance in Soylent.
I love Double Indemnity. I think it was great.
I'm a huge noir fan, and it's just one of the great noir classics.
I agree, but I think his performance in Soylent was really fantastic.
He's always phenomenal. I don't think he's ever given a bad performance.
Yeah, and he couldn't see to read lines and all that, but still manages to absolutely nail it.
Swappers, anything to add on both?
Nothing to add on Edward G. Robinson, but my favourite Scotty moment, other than the obvious ones, in the episode of Next Gen, when they managed to return him from the transporter stream and that Dyson sphere. And he's in the
that's cool, yeah.
He's on the holodeck and he's got a program running of the first Enterprise or the first Constitution. Reminiscing about the ship and stuff, and it's just a wonderful moment. And when he's programming the holodeck, he just says, "No bloody A, B, C, or D."
What comments am I looking for, Emperor?
The Key Largo from not Z, right? Oh no,
not Z. Where he says he was piping when Scotty. His favorite moment is Scotty piping at the funeral for Spock.
Okay.
Okay. Istaphobos wrenched were a spot member. Is it really 12 months? My God. Thank you, sir. Blues Brothers is not science fiction nor a rock opera.
It's not science fiction. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
when
it-
Ian said it's one of the musicals he likes, it's not a musical.
It's
The
science
music is
fiction.
incidental to the story. So
Okay.
It's
Cheers,
not a
Ista.
musical.
no,
It's not a musical.
So it is
It did
science
say on the
fiction. then.
poster it
It is-
wasn't. It did say on the poster it was a musical. So I don't know.
Okay.
it's got music in it and it's got performances, but it's not a musical because musicals carry the story within the songs, and that's not what this movie does.
Okay, then, folks. Okay, so we're going to close the poll, everybody. Vote for your favourite Bond girl, Honey Rider, Ursula Andress, Sylvia Trench, Eunice Gayson, Tatiana Romanova is Daniela Bianchi, Pussy Galore, Honor Blackman. I don't think it's going to make a difference, so I'll close the poll, everybody. I'll close it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Talk
Did you
amongst
say 3, 2,
yourselves.
1?
Probably.
Yeah, it's Bianchi, by the way.
Okay, like the bicycles.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's Italian.
Okay, so poll complete, 81 votes. That's pretty good, folks. Pretty good. Okay, so bringing up the rear, last place, Sylvia Trench.
That's a shame.
Gayson, 4%.
That's a shame.
Third place, Pussy Galore, Honor Blackman, 19%. Runner up, Honey Rider, Ursula Andress, 37%. And the winner, Tatiana Romanova, Daniela Bianchi.
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 It's
I'm going,
Romanova.
I'm going cross-eyed at this, folks. 40%. Fair,
All right
yes?
then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, right, okay. Apologies for the mispronunciation because I'm a thick twat. Okay, shall we do the? We'll do a quick super. Timing is everything. Here we go. Mega Spider-Man wrenched €5. Swap like Mog. Please say Ursula undress to all. Yeah, go on.
What the fuck? Swap.
You're going to say it like Mog. Ursula undress.
Ursula undress.
Ooh. To all, favorite M and why?
Peter Lorre and Fritz Lang's M, 1931.
Damn.
Yeah. Kind of nailed that one, Jay.
Anybody else?
Are we talking about the director and not James Bond?
Anything?
I'm
that's
going to
happened,
go with
folks?
Bernard Lee. I feel that most of the other M's. Judi Dench wasn't bad during the Pierce Brosnan
Agreed.
times, but all the others are just illegitimate.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Bernard.
go for Bernard Lee. I don't know who Bernard Lee is, but Bernard Lee. Yeah, definitely going to go for him.
Yeah, Bernard
Bernard Lee
also
sounds
good.
like a cinema in England. Did you go down to the Bernard Lee?
Well, then, yes, I agree. Bernard Lee is definitely the best M.
Swappers.
I'd probably agree with that actually. Yeah, from when I was very little and watching the movies for the first time on TV. Yeah, agreed. Can't
Okay, I
can't
can't.
do that.
I thought Ralph Fiennes was
Rafe
all right.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Well, you know, Amazon's going to come out with a Transformer
come
lesbian
out. What?
black M for their newest Bond movie, and she is probably going to be amazing.
Oh,
You
yes.
mean the
Just
guy
better.
they want to play James Bond? The guy they want to play James Bond? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
What the
twink.
fuck?
Gregory
Twink
Lieber
Bond.
brings up an interesting quandary for us. Judi Dench in the Bond Girls and also as M. Boy, that's going to be a tough one to call.
00 twink.
On that bombshell. Should we do the next round of Bond?
Yeah.
Going in.
Yes, please.
Mm.
Jill Masterson, Shirley Eaton, Goldfinger.
She's
That
the one
looks
that turned into
suspiciously
gold.
airbrushed.
She turned
Yeah,
into
she does
gold.
have some unfortunate allergies, so be
Yeah.
careful, guys.
Anybody?
He's the man with the Midas touch. A spider's touch, such a cold finger.
She was only in it for a bit. She gets her arse slapped by Connery. She's the one that was calling out the numbers to Goldfinger on the balcony, and Sean Connery comes in, makes love to her, and next thing you know, she's dead. So she wasn't in it for long. Yeah.
No, but
And
she was covered in gold, man. That was she's an iconic image.
Yeah,
and she's still a better looking woman than Honey Blackman.
Honey Blackman? Who's Honey Blackman?
Isn't that the woman who played Pussy Galore? Honor. Sorry.
Honor. Yeah. I thought it was a portmanteau of Honey Ryder and Honor Blackman. But,
it actually was an accidental portmanteau.
Swappers?
Don't really know what more I can say about her, really. You know, she's hot. And I wish we still had women like this today.
You're not allowed to, anyway. Okay, anything to add, anybody?
Well, you know, solid gold ass. What can you say about that?
Oh.
Ooh.
Is it Domino?
Yep.
Domino Duval.
Yeah. She's
Claudine Auger?
Probably.
Yeah, Claudine Auger. Yeah.
Another girl that couldn't speak any English, so I had to dub her voice. Another girl that they dubbed.
Yeah, you know what? They knew where their priorities lied when they made these movies.
She says all she needs to say right there.
But it is true that they hired her because she had great breasts. They actually say that in the making of book.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So there you go.
She's certainly given me thunderballs.
I'm looking at a lot of her pictures on.
I bet you are right now.
Well, no, I mean seriously, she has the most beautiful eyes. She really does.
Yeah, and this is the same Domino that was played by Kim Basinger in Never Say Never Again.
Is she French?
I believe she is. Yeah.
Manuel saying it's pronounced with a J, so it must be French.
Yeah, it's French.
Auger.
Born in Paris and died there.
Claudine Auger.
Yep.
Thunderball. That was remade, wasn't it? That was the one with is it the jet that is sunk under the water?
Carrying the nuclear missiles. Yeah, that was the one where there was some rights disputes, so they made it into Never Say Never Again, which is why she's the only Bond girl that appeared twice as the same Bond girl in two different Bond movies.
Yeah, the Thunderball script was written by three guys. One of them did most of the work, and they were going to make it into a TV show. It got dropped, and Ian said, all right, the heck with it. I'm just going to take the story and turn it into a movie and give no credit to anyone. So lawsuit, and one guy won. The movie rights are all his, and that allowed him to make Never Say Never Again. What was it? 21 years later?
Yep.
21 more years after that, he had the rights to make another James Bond movie, and he wanted to remake Thunderball. And everyone was like, yeah, no, we're out.
Yeah.
But he died recently. He died, didn't he? That guy? I can't remember his name. But he died, didn't he? I think a couple of years ago.
So.
Or, yeah.
Okay, that's Domino Duval, Claudine Auger.
Auger.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a very sublime smile. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, let's do the next one. Fiona Volpe. Luciana Paluzzi.
What a name. She was the that's the famous scene where she's in the bathtub, and Connery comes in, And she says, "Can you hand me a towel?" And he gives her what is it? The smallest towel ever, isn't he? He gives her that small towel. That was very, very funny. But I thought she's gorgeous, tell you the truth, in this film. I thought she's just really, really, really. All of the girls in the early Bond films were just there for show, weren't they? Let's face it.
She's a dead ringer for Elizabeth Shue.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. I'll give you that.
She's got a Raquel Welch vibe to her. I mean, she's again that kind of 1950s gorgeous way about her.
I see Echo's been watching Starfleet Academy again, his standards.
Echo Chamberlain. Hello, Echo. I don't know why you keep persevering with these mingers from the 60s and 70s who wouldn't even be a 7 by today's standards.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't weigh over 200 pounds. We're not sure what her pronouns are. Why would we even bother?
Yeah, and she actually has breasts. That's not allowed.
What?
Unless you're a man.
Well, they can fix that, so it's fine.
Yeah, but
okay.
You know.
Shall we move on then? Yes.
Yeah, it's going to need a lot of tape.
Kizzy Suzuki. Right, okay, help me out with this one.
Miyahama.
You only live twice.
Is she? I get confused when I watch The Only Live Twice. Is she the one that got killed, or is she the one at the ending?
No, she got killed. It's the one who married. They married him, and he lived with her in the village, and she got poisoned.
Oh, so okay, she's the one who got killed. All right.
Yeah. She's just an abs. She almost looks like she's a mixed race. She's got a beautiful smile. She's absolutely gorgeous.
She looks like she's 12.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
Well, that's a lot of Asian women look insanely young until they suddenly do not, which usually happens around the 60s.
Indeed. Okay. Anything to add, anybody?
No.
Do we only get one vote?
Okay, so the vote's up and running, folks. So vote for your favourite: Jill Masterson, Shirley Eaton, Domino, Duval, Claudine. Go on, help me out.
Auger.
Auger.
Fiona.
Domino. Wow.
Fiona.
Volpe.
Go on, say it. I'm shit.
Okay.
Luciana Paluzzi.
Oh, very good.
Yep.
Kissy Suzuki, not named after the motorbike either. May Hammer. Okay. I think everybody likes.
There were a couple of geishas in this movie. You Only Live Twice.
Yeah, there was two Bond girls in that movie. The other one was beautiful as well, but
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's Bond girls are hard enough. If you actually include all the hot women in Bond movies, we're gonna be here for
forever,
3 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that
okay.
was my plan.
Okay, so please vote, everybody. You know what to do. So please vote. Okay, so back to the movies.
Well, Platoon.
Yeah.
Little Platoon.
Yeah. Yeah, he started out as Lost Chord, didn't he? I think.
Yeah.
And then they became.
That's Platoon when he did his Indiana Jones video.
Yeah.
I will say this movie was so affected that I still hate Tom Berenger to this day, despite him personally having nothing to do with the actions of his character in this movie. I just
That is perfectly understandable.
Yeah, he was so wicked in this. Man, I don't know. I mean, this movie got so much critical acclaim at the time.
I thought it was overrated.
I felt like it was a little overhyped, but it's still a solid movie.
Still decent,
and it's hard to watch now, knowing everything I know about Charlie Sheen. But Willem Dafoe in this movie is still my favorite character. He is awesome.
There's a reason he's the center of the poster.
Yeah, because they had an accident when they were doing the squibs.
Huh.
Because that the squibs were supposed to go off, and that's why he throws his arms up. But they were delayed when they hit it. There was a delay, so he actually gets the arms up first, and then you see the bullets go, so
Yeah.
it looks more of a crucifixion.
Hmm.
So they were like, "Oh, that worked. Let's keep that."
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a solid movie.
Yeah,
It's good.
I mean, this, it's certainly not let's it's a joyous day. Let's go ahead and watch Platoon. Unless you want to, climb back into the depression chamber, but it desperately it needs an edit. Stone gets long-winded in a lot of his movies, and this one suffers from it a bit. There's some great acting with Berenger and Willem Dafoe. Sheen not so much.
Yeah, he's the weakest part of this movie.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. I can tell you that having seen this in the theater with a few Vietnam vets, they didn't like this movie at all.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't like the idea that everybody's stoned and getting high and screwing around and all that. No.
Ian, you seen this one? Yes. But
Yes, I don't really. Do you know what? Right, I don't really remember it. Do you know? I remember seeing it. You know why? Because I was working at Selfridges, and there were free tickets going for the premiere. So me and my
nice.
the girl that I was going out with at the time, we went to the premiere, and I mean, I don't really remember it that much, but the only thing I remember is Rudolph Walker. I was sitting next to Rudolph Walker on my left, and on the right of my girlfriend, Willem Dafoe was sitting next to her. That's the only thing I remember from the film. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you lean over to Willem Dafoe and say, "I loved you in Streets of Fire"?
Do you know what? Right, this is no word of a lie. I did speak to him, and I did mention that film.
Excellent.
And he said that was the very first film. He was really nervous when he made that film. He said that was the very first film he had ever done as a kind of like a second lead.
Yeah, it was the first one that I remember seeing him in. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Rudolph Walker was a really nice guy. I spoke to him for about an hour. Really, really lovely guy. But yeah, that's the only thing I remember. That's the only thing I remember, because I wasn't really paying attention to the film. I was so tired. I saw it on video eventually, but I still don't remember it. But anyway, that's the only thing I remember from the film. So sorry.
It's a musical comedy.
Swappers, anything to add before we move on?
I do not remember a thing about this film. I'm sure I've seen it, but I
Same here.
don't recall anything about it whatsoever.
It's a musical comedy. You'll love it.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Okay.
Great sci-fi movie.
Okay, let's move on. That's Platoon, everybody.
Oh, I remember this film.
Mona Lisa.
I'm glad somebody does.
Yeah, it's okay. I liked it.
I have nothing to contribute. I have no idea what this movie is. This is one of the Gavin
Never even
specials.
heard of it.
Probably watched it once, never seen it again. Bob Hoskins, though, pretty good.
Big surprise at the ending, but there you go.
Yeah, I think I got dragged to this movie by my significant other. It wasn't terrible. It's a little bit of an indie thing. It was well made.
Yeah, it was.
It was one of those quasi femme fatale kind of things. And yeah,
Colin Storm, Wrenched. Boring.
yeah, or
Wrenched. Hello, Tom. Great British film.
yeah, or is it meme fatale? That's the real.
Yeah.
Are those your bollocks
Yeah.
mine?
It's a
Come
little
back
bit
there,
of a
mate.
like you couldn't tell that. Yes, very British.
I thought that
It
was
looks-
a crying game.
No,
It
that
looks
was a
like-
crying game. That wasn't this one.
Did you see that? It was a TV series where Patrick Stewart plays like a washed up British broadcaster. And he's alcoholic and he's in a cab with a woman who's not really a woman, and he's trying to take her up to his hotel room, and she goes, "I have to warn you, I have a penis," and he's like, "That's all right, I'm British."
Now, this is the one
No.
where he falls in. He's meant to be protecting her, isn't he, for someone, and he kind of falls in love with her. This is that
Yeah.
one. Crying Game's the one with the girl with the penis.
That was a shocker, wasn't it? But anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Was there anything to add?
No.
Before we move on? No.
He said no.
No, I was saying, he said it was a shocker. I said, no, it wasn't.
Manhunter.
Yeah, Michael Mann.
Yeah.
The first time we get Hannibal Lecter with Brian Cox, and he is great.
Yeah.
This is very much a Michael Mann movie, but it's I enjoy it greatly. It is not nearly as good as Thief, and I would argue it's not as good as Silence of the Lambs either.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's as good as Red Dragon, but it's highly stylized. It has all the Michael Mann sort of isms with the the music and the slow motion and the what is it? I'm boomering the band
Tangerine Dream.
Tangerine Dream. However, I think I appreciated it a little bit more a few years after. I rewatched it when Silence of the Lamb came out, and it definitely it's not as good, but I think if you accept the overt stylization, it can be a pretty effective movie.
I think Hannibal in this one is far scarier than everything other than Silence of the Lambs. Even Silence of the Lambs is more like the intimation, and then he gets violent or whatever. Hannibal in this one is like properly intelligent, and you see it. He's not just like lording it over some hit girl from West Virginia. The things that he comes up with, and again, also physically clever.
I don't think it does a good enough job showing William Peterson as like how his intelligence, his process of tracking down the killer, but the whole Inagata Vita, like 15 minutes of it kind of going at the end. Like I said, stylized, but kind of fun. So
yeah, when he but his idea, when he's the Red Dragon and all that is, hey, I love that actor. He's really great in a lot of things. But
Francis Dollarhide.
Yeah, when he flips, oh boy, right? The minute that he sees the girl with the other guy, you just see everything change on his face, and then he's in a different mode entirely.
Ian, you've seen Manhunter. Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, I'm a huge Michael Mann fan. I love his work. One of the things I love most about his work is how slavishly he follows poetic justice. I mean, the bad guys will not get away with it, or if they do get away with it, they will pay a dear price, like Val Kilmer in Heat. But I've never even heard of this movie.
Oh, Tom Noonan played Dollarhide, the serial killer. He was really exceedingly creepy.
Yeah,
and I like the actor Dennis Farina, but he's much better at playing bad guys. I don't know, a little bit of issue with the casting. Not everybody was all that perfect, but it's definitely worth a watch.
So the guy who played the Ripper in Last Action Hero played the serial killer in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah. And Stephen Lang, Quaritch from the, I can't even believe I remember that name, from the Avatar movies is in here too.
Well, and he'd also, he was doing a Crime Story with Michael Mann at the time.
Well, I know he also played the hacker in Heat.
Yeah.
Ian, Manhunter?
To tell you the truth, I've never seen this film. I've seen clips and stuff. Looks interesting. I might catch it actually. Because it might. I think it's on. Is it on Amazon? I might catch it actually. It looks interesting. So I can't really comment because I've never seen it.
Yeah, if you like Iron Butterfly, man, this movie's going to be for you.
Yeah, you'll hear the whole song. And Gavin is. I agree with Gavin. Thief is Michael Mann's best movie.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Mann actually developed the TV show Vegas, but they changed it so much. He went on to do Miami Vice, which I think
it worked out all right.
Yeah, much more like his vision. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to report Manhunter is not streaming anywhere for free except Pluto TV.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
maybe
Pluto's great, man. They're free.
Swapper's Manhunter.
I cannot comment. Never seen this, so I don't know anything whatsoever about this. apart from maybe a few of the actors in it, that's all I know really. But it went past me completely.
I think I can remember getting the video from the video van. Can't remember if I saw it though.
Yeah, for those who may not know, this is the first book in the Hannibal Lecter trilogy.
Name the actors that were on it.
William Peterson, Dennis Farina,
Brian
Tom
Cox.
Noonan, Brian Cox,
Yes, Brian
Kim
Cox.
Grease. Yeah, Joan Allen.
I've definitely seen it, but I can't remember anything of it.
Oh, Chris Elliott is in there. That's
Okay.
funny.
That's Manhunter, everybody.
Yeah, well, and I did hear that this movie is the reason William Peterson got his role on CSI, which ran for like 172 seasons or something.
Labyrinth.
David Bowie's Bulge.
The movie I fell in love with Jennifer Connelly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, if only somebody appreciated how hot she was.
Yeah.
Nobody
recognizes her attractiveness.
And I was 17 when this movie came out, so it was okay.
Yeah.
Bowie's voice, Bowie in this is just, he's just perfect though, man.
Sorry,
Hello.
sorry, Sam. I fell in love with Jennifer Wrench, by the way. Side effect numbers legend wrenched. Bowie packing a Neeson.
Yeah, it's understandable once he saw Jennifer Connelly. It's I would have a bulge as well.
Yeah.
Swappers, you've seen
to
this
be a
haven't you?
bat.
Swappers, hello.
Yes.
You've
Was there a
seen
question?
Labyrinth, yes.
Yeah, I don't remember an awful lot about it, really. David Bowie weirding me out again, probably. So I kind of forgot it a bit. But yeah, Jennifer Connelly's nice, even though she was, I don't know, she was very, very young though. But so was I, so that's fine. I like the Henson Creature Shop stuff.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's very memorable for that more than anything. Yeah, not much more to say about it, really. But yeah, it was well remembered, fondly remembered film. It's a cult classic, I guess, isn't it?
Ian?
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it when I first saw it. Obviously, the best thing about it was Jennifer Connelly. I didn't like the musical bits in it at all. I liked the creatures, and to sum it all up, it was an all right movie as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, this was often set up to compare with Legend, and I just I think Tim Curry did a better job, but Bowie really chews up the scenery here. He's like, "Hello, Sarah." He's just being himself in this.
Labyrinth.
There can be only one.
Highlander.
Yeah.
Wow, it's in cinemas on the 29th. I'm definitely.
Oh, well, let's go. All right, let me go ahead and get and reserve my ticket.
Okay.
You know what's really a shame about this movie?
Yeah, go on,
really
Doc.
There is no shame about it.
The one shame about it is I was hoping that they might someday make a sequel to it where we could see more of him before the final fight. You know, they could have had some stories in there, but dang, not a single sequel. What a shame.
Yeah, none whatsoever, isn't that? Yeah,
but talk
this
about
movie.
But talk about the best soundtrack you could ever hope for a movie. I mean, Queen all the way. It's just wow.
Yeah. I think I almost failed one of my classes because of this movie. We kept seeing it over and over. I was supposed to be writing a thesis or something. If you were living outside of the U.S. at the time, you got to see a longer extended version. And this movie was just phenomenal. Clancy Brown, terrifying. Christopher Lambert was the epitome of cool. This was one of those movies that just grabbed onto you, and must have seen it, 5 or 6 times at the theater at the time.
Yeah, Connery as an Egyptian Spanish person with a Scottish accent was very compelling.
I totally bought into that. I
just didn't care. I mean, the character itself is more than sufficient, and the conceit behind it was interesting. Yes. That you just randomly have people that that are born immortal, and then there's this calling that they have to hunt each other. And but yeah, like Lambert, I mean, at the beginning where he keeps getting obviously killed and then just gets back up, and people are like, "What the hell is going on to this guy?"
Oh yes, his
Ian?
famous duel.
Highlander.
Hello.
He's muted.
Yeah. When this came out, my friend said he called it's Terminator with a sword. It's so cool. Like
I was coughing. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this film when I saw it. I saw it recently, and I thought the sword fighting bits were rubbish. When I saw it again, absolute rubbish. But it came out when MTV was huge, and I had that MTV vibe. I like Chris Lambert. I think he was really good. It was an odd choice, but he was an odd person, so he suited the whole thing. Connery was good. We know he got paid a lot of money, and he just basically had a good time getting drunk every night, didn't he? And he said the lines in the beginning of the movie when he was sitting on his toilet, apparently.
Yeah, but
apparently that's true.
the filmmaking
I liked
for this,
it.
the filmmaking was incredible. They had some of the most interesting edits and transitions, like with the Mona Lisa face fading in and out. And I think they used some new techniques, like the camera on a wire, that was zoom across the whole stadium.
Yeah.
As the movie opens, the camera's flying in, and he's hiding in the shadow in the seats, and it just sort of, you go from one end of the stadium all the way to the other, or the arena. He's in there. It was definitely pretty groundbreaking at the time, I think.
I think Chris Lambert had this odd thing about him that you could actually believe he'd lived for X amount of years. That line when the guy says to him, "Are you a faggot, Nash?"
Yeah.
Then he said, and then he goes, "What is it? Why are you cruising for a piece of ass?" He says to the policeman, and it just sounds so odd the way he says it. Right? It just, I think it was an accident, that he was like that. So it kind of matched his character. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
anyway.
Did you see the extended? Did you see the director's cut when you recently saw it?
No. I just
That's a shame.
I love that they fill in the backstory between him and his secretary. As she's a little kid, he saves her from the Nazis. There's definitely
the original, isn't it?
That was the original. No, it wasn't in the original theatrical. I don't think.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
When he says it's a kind of magic.
That's the extended version.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I've
so
seen
you did see
that version then. Yeah, I saw that version.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's
That
a
was-
kind
it was
of
19
magic.
Go on, Dutch.
It was 1988. I was working at Circuit City. We had a deal with the local video store. Every VCR we sold, we would hand them a piece of paper. It was a free 1-year membership to the video store. In exchange for us doing this, every employee could get 1 free rental a night. I abused the crap out of that policy. And I ended up going through every movie I knew I wanted to see, and there was nothing else. So, part Asian, part black girl behind the counter, Edwina. Don't ask me how I remember her name. I asked her, "What do you recommend?" And she knew what I'd been checking out. So she goes over to the H's, and she pulls out this tape that has a guy in a trench coat holding a samurai sword in obviously a parking garage, and the red word Highlander under it. I was like, Highlander? She was like, trust me. God bless you, Edwina, wherever you are.
Wow.
Swap has anything to add with Highlander? Highlander didn't click with me.
Yeah, but you don't like your fantasy stuff, do you? Really?
No.
Not enough lasers.
Blue lasers specifically.
I
yeah.
blossom. Yeah.
Blue Lasers. Is this a musical?
This film generally surprised me how good it was. A friend of mine saw it at school and told me. He came to school the next day and said, "Oh, I saw Highlander last night. It's great. You've got to watch it." So convinced my dad to get it for rental coming next weekend, and watched it, and it just blew us all away. It was just wonderful film, absolutely wonderful film. and a great standalone movie that never got any sequels and doesn't need any either.
Yeah. Maybe they
But the-
could have used a couple of the flashback
yeah.
sequels, but
Yeah,
of course.
I have to say that the TV show was very underrated, underappreciated, and extremely well done. What they were able to do on a budget that looks better than all these expensive Disney shows. I actually, until the last season, when Adrian Paul wasn't even showing up for work, the Highlander TV show was quite good.
Okay, that's Highlander, everybody. Heartbreak Ridge, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, great movie. Great movie.
That might be stretching it a bit.
Okay, very fun movie.
Yeah, there we go. I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he
it's
put
not
on?
great. It's not-
Did he put on that voice just for this film? He had this gravelly voice in this film, didn't he?
I think he.
Gran Torino, he's got the same voice.
Yeah, no,
That's 'cause he was old.
yeah, I do think he sort of emphasized the natural graveliness in his voice, but yeah, this is a military war movie for people who don't really like war movies, I think. So I could take people to this that maybe weren't interested in seeing Platoon. It's much more lighthearted. There's a lot of humor in here, and it's not any, it's still about war, and not a real one, but people getting killed. But it's definitely more lighthearted. I think it's a very enjoyable movie, and it has some surprising themes and depth to it. The characters in it.
Anybody else?
There's some amusing moments in it. I mean, I love when Clint Eastwood is in the jail and he's like, you can stab me, you can beat me, you can shoot me, just don't bore me. And then when they have when Mary Evelyn Peebles, when they have the other drill instructor that's messing with him, and they have the Swede who is Brock Lesnar or something. I mean, he is a unit, and he's like, don't go away, man, just go away.
I tried to rewatch this recently. I couldn't get through 20 minutes of it. I was like, this is just goofy.
Well, I haven't seen it in quite some time, so it's not something that I would go back and revisit.
What's that line he says? He says, the army's looking for a few good men. Unfortunately, you guys are not it.
Yeah.
But it was, I thought it was Clint Eastwood at his best, actually. I mean, it was everything you expect Clint Eastwood to be in a movie, and he gave it to us in spades. I thought it was an enjoyable movie, personally.
I might try rewatching this.
Nothing against Clint Eastwood. It was the rest of the movie. It just got goofy.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this the invasion of Grenada one?
Yeah, it's Grenada.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I said not really a war, but people were getting shot,
When he was using real bullets to train them, do you remember? And the other guy got upset.
This is the AK-47, the preferred weapon of your enemy. It has a very distinctive sound when shot at you.
Except it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a very quotable movie. I just remember, repeating the lines.
Okay. Was this
over and over?
Eastwood on the downward trajectory of his
No,
career?
it wasn't.
No, not at
No,
all.
he was not at all.
No.
The thing about this film, it's very macho, and it's it's men were men in this film. Even when he meets his ex-girlfriend, and she was right, but he stuck by his guns, and he was like, and all that stuff. So this was a real boys stroke men's film. This film.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting contrast to another movie that was similar to it called The Presidio.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which was also a very fun movie with Connery and Mark Harmon, right?
Yeah. And Meg Ryan.
And she has never looked hotter in her life than
she
did.
she was absolutely smoking in that movie.
Yeah.
Did Mark Harmon get married to Mindy from Walking Mindy?
I don't know.
Okay, I will
did.
take it back
Yeah.
because Eastwood had some cowboy films come, didn't he? So I will take that back.
Yeah, and he's going to he's already started production on his Bird movie, his Charlie Parker, which will come out in a couple of years. Like, this is when Eastwood started really earning respect as a director, and he's always been a
Yeah, that's what I
musician.
meant. That he was starting to, instead of starring, he was going in the direction now, wasn't he? Directing.
Yeah. Bird is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I think Round Midnight comes out this year too. Just some real great. So Clint Eastwood is a very respected musician, piano player, jazz musician.
I didn't know.
And I think he brings that his musical sensibilities into the movies he makes, which are usually very elegantly scored and perfectly done.
Okay.
So,
Anything to add, anybody, before we move on?
Nope.
yeah,
Just that-
1986 was awesome. Just damn.
Just that somebody mentioned the Presidio. Every time I hear that line, all I think of is the Animaniacs episode where they were doing a movie review, and at the end of it they say, "So when it comes to clunkers like the Babe or like Presidio, don't pay $7.50, just catch them on home video."
I like when he's like, "I'm going to kick your ass, and I'm just going to use my thumb,
My left thumb. My right
because
thumb's
their
far
thumb
too
is
powerful for you."
powerful." Yes.
Okay, let's move on then. Flight of the Navigator.
This is another movie that had a lot of really good child,
Walt Disney.
actors. Was a bit let down by the ending of Bananas. This one just never really hit for me. But I can recognize like the performance isn't bad.
I can understand why it didn't hit with you. I enjoyed it, but then after I came out of cinema, I just forgot about it. It was one of those films where you just saw it and you didn't really think about it after you came out of the cinema.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I'm gonna fess up. I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
It was like Disney trying to do a Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
That's a
It
good
was
description from what I've heard.
It's an interesting premise. And I love the idea that he turns up the same age and everybody else is a lot older. His younger brother's older than him. And, it was an interesting premise and him trying to get back to that time. But it just ended sloppily and, it was just, I don't know. Effects were good in it, though.
Yeah.
Swappers, you would have watched this one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I loved it at the time.
Yeah.
As an adult watching it, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much, but there's a lot of sort of wacky silliness to it, absurdity and stuff, but it takes away from the hard sci-fi elements, which I also loved as a kid. But that's, if it's going to be a sci-fi thing, it has to be believable, and I think this stretches it a little bit too much. But there are elements to it I like. The whole time travel aspects are great. It is dealt with quite interestingly, and I like the respect that he meets up with his family and his brother's older than him and stuff, and it's great. And what really stays with me about this movie is when he disappears, vanishes in the past, and he's abducted. And the whole life when they're in the 70s is just fascinating to see, because I was very young at that age. I was about sort of 3 years old, and looking back on that, and as a kid of this age when this film came out, looking back to when I was 3, probably younger than his little brother at the time when he was back in the 70s, it just added a kind of weird element to the film for me, and I found it fascinating. I've never experienced that before, because they did the 1970s really well, and in the 80s, obviously the 80s. You look back at this film now and see all the 80s stuff in it, you go, my God, this is like a film made in the present day. They've got so much 80s stuff in it. It's like they've overdone it, like when the Wedding Singer came out, and they had like music videos on MTV. They were showing him, and he didn't have a clue what he was looking at. I think Sarah Jessica Parker's in it, as this girl that kind of is like his liaison. And the stuff that what I remember so much from it is when he's in this room and he's being kind of not held prisoner, but he's like a subject, and they bring him loads of stuff to kind of make him feel at home. And they bring him like some Transformers, and of course he's a kid from the 70s. He wouldn't have a clue what any of this stuff is. And I was just sitting there going, "Oh my God!" They've bought him a bloody kickback Insecticon. Oh, I'd be going through the roof right now if I was him. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Oh my God! I couldn't believe it. I was just sitting there thinking, like, completely blown away by the fact they got him these toys. I was so jealous, and the music videos and stuff they were showing him weirded me out. So that would have really. So when he looks at the screen and his face just contorts because he doesn't know what he's looking at, that got me as well in the same way. And the bit when he says, "Oh, have you got any Starsky and Hutch?" That's what the kind of thing I love. And I was like, "Oh man, I used to love Starsky and Hutch when I was 3 years old in the 70s." And the whole thing about when he goes back in time and he's back in the 70s again, and that, man, it always gets me with time travel movies in those situations, because we often do long to go back to that time when we really enjoyed being kids and loved everything about it, and it's all lost forever. And he got that opportunity to do it. So that's what I always take away from this movie. In that respect, it's great. I really love it.
Anything else? Anybody? Anything to add?
Yeah,
Just one more. Just one. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I never saw the movie. I was too old when it came out. It never drew me. But I did learn that the role of David Freeman, several actors tried out for it, including Joaquin Phoenix and Chris O'Donnell.
Really?
Interesting.
Well, I always find it interesting when he turns up goes back to his old house when he's in the future, and somebody else is living there, and when they eventually find his parents, their parents is amazed that he's still the same age.
Yeah.
When he went missing, and everybody else is older. I found that fascinating. I think that was probably the best part of the movie. The rest of the movie is all kiddified, but those bits were, it made me wonder if that actually happened. What would they do? Would people just whisk him away, do experiments on him and stuff? Which they tried, didn't they? But the parents were there.
I used to have like dreams like that when I was a kid. Not nightmares, but kind of unsettling dreams where you were kind of trying to get back home. And you'd get back there and you find your street and you go, great, I'm nearly there. And everything's familiar, and you think, oh, I'm relieved, you're relieved to get back home. And you go to the house and there's different people in the house. And it's just, oh, what the hell is this? And it reminded me of those dreams I used to have, those really kind of anxious, anxiety dreams as a kid as well. Yeah. Yes, I know what you mean.
Okay, Flight of the Navigator, everybody. Let's do the next one.
Flight of the Navigator.
Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife. No, that's a knife.
Love this film. Love it. It was like, when I first saw it, I thought it was funny. It was moving. I thought, what's his name? Paul Hogan was very, how you pronounce that word? Charismatic? What is it?
Charismatic?
Anyway. That's it. Yeah, charismatic. And I love the second. I love the first half of the movie, and I equally love the second half of the movie. The only thing I didn't like about it was you can tell they didn't know how to end it.
Yeah.
So the only way to end it is the way it ended. But apart from that, I thought it was just a really nice movie and in some parts, very moving, and I liked it.
It was very, very fun, entertaining, funny, and obviously, most of the world outside Australia had not really heard of Paul Hogan. I think he had one TV show where it was a comedy thing.
Paul Hogan show. It's really good.
Yeah. I discovered it through this and managed to see a few episodes back in the day. But yeah, it was surprisingly, heartfelt as well as being pretty funny. And it was a pretty big deal when the movie, I think it did very well here, and it was sort of the talk of the town for several weeks when it released.
Yeah, it's good. Everything he did, like he threw the tin when that girl got her purse snatched, and he threw the tin and it hit him in his head. And
that was all right.
You know what I mean? There's also some really nice moments in there. What are these things? Was it a B-day? And he's like, what's a B-day? And he's like, for washing your backside, right? And she puts her fingers up. All that stuff I thought was really cute. When he hits New York, he just doesn't know what anything is and thinks he can talk to people. The thing I liked about it was everybody warmed to him because he was, I guess the word to use is innocent, but not innocent, if you know what I mean.
There's a naivete to
that's it. That's the word I was looking for.
But also, again, there's a confidence, right? He's not overwhelmed and cowering or whatever. He's just like, oh, well, that's interesting. And and then when the guy pulls the knife and he just looks at him, he's like, that's not a knife. Pulls his out. There you go.
But also, it told it. I think what the movie was saying was that we're losing it was compared to when he was in Australia. In New York, everybody is kind of separated, kind of. Remember that bit where he was the lamppost? We call it lamppost here, and then the policeman and the horse comes up to him, and he looks at the policeman. Then the next moment, he's on the back of the horse, and the policeman's dropping off to the hotel.
Yeah.
And when he gets off the horse, he shakes his hand. He goes, "All right, take care, Mick." Do you know what I mean? It's that friendship. It's that thing that he gives everybody benefit of the doubt, and he always wants to be friends with everyone he meets. That's
and he's
nice.
trying to say hi to every single person he's passing on the street, and he's getting bogged. And there's definitely, I love so this movie got a little DEI revisionist thing going on.
Oh yeah, there was a scene cut, wasn't there?
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's interesting the way he demonstrates like so many things that the West finds important. He's like, well, why would you waste your time on that? He sort of lives his life in a much more authentic, natural way. But
yeah, I mean it's the same story that we do with the like country boy that goes to the big city. Mr. Smith goes to Washington, things like that. But it's just it helps that he's from Australia, and so it's a new spin on a similar trope.
Undoubtedly, the best moment in this film, which they would hate today, is the bit where he says to her, "You're Sheila, you'll never be able to make it from here to there." And she goes, "Really?" And she gets really uppity, and she goes, "Right, I'll see you there." And that's when the crocodile tries to attack her, and he saves her by sticking the knife into the crocodile.
Yeah,
which goes to prove she's a Sheila. She won't be able to make it.
Exactly, yeah.
And the male was right. So there you go.
Problematic now. Okay. Anything to add, anybody?
I did like the bit in it where he's walking around the building right at the top on the top floor.
That's the second one. Is
it the second one? Oh, I can't remember. They both like blend together as far as I've only ever seen either once, so I can't remember that much about it. But yeah. But I remember enjoying this at the time. My friends enjoyed it more than I did. I kind of treated it as kind of a diversionary bit of comedy, but it never really stuck with me. But it's a good film.
I liked the movie a lot. Don't really have much else to say that hasn't already been said. Although I did like seeing Sergeant Al Powell playing a chauffeur.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He was funny.
Okay.
But I think what it was trying to say was that we're losing the connection between us all, because compared to sorry.
As a result of losing our connection with nature, I just want to point out, I am not getting into it with Gavin in the chat. We're friends. We're giving each other
everybody's in a bad mood today. There's no need.
I'm not in a bad mood. He's not in a bad mood. We're having fun.
No.
Look, if anybody's going to get into it with Gavin, it's going to be me. Gavin, this is shit. What the hell are you doing? For God's sake.
Shall we move on then? Yes. Let's move on. That's Crocodile Dundee. I'll need to reset my mic.
Dundee.
It's good public school ribbon. It's a sign of affection.
Cobra.
I hear that this is one of Swapper's favorite movies. Take it away, Swappers.
Take
it away.
Is it?
No.
That's what you told me.
This is Beverly Hills Cop, right? This is what happened.
Yeah, this is what Beverly Hills Cop was supposed to be.
Yeah, or morphed into, or whatever. Yeah, when they were looking at Stallone instead of Eddie Murphy for it. So
But Swappers loves this movie. Swappers loves this movie, don't you, Swappers? Swappers.
Yeah.
That is a confident endorsement right there.
I wouldn't say I'm not quite sure where you got that one from. Maybe you confuse it with another movie. I mean, I really enjoyed it. But
we did something on Ian's channel and we were talking about his film. And you were saying how much you loved it, how cool he was and this and that. I remember
the car, wasn't it?
Oh, it was definitely the car. It was definitely the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Always remember the car in this movie because there was just nothing. I'd never seen anything like it. It was kind of like a retro 50s thing, but not. They'd modified it. I was obsessed with the car when I
It's a lead sled. It's a 50 Merc.
There you go. But it's been heavily modded, man, so it doesn't look.
Yeah,
like
that's why it's a lead sled. It's been slammed and the roof's been chopped.
Yeah. It's really, really great.
The gun in the. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I cut you off. Go on.
I loved Stallone's character in this film. He's even though he's a bit two-dimensional, there's not that much to him. I just loved the fact how much of a badass he was in it. And again, you know, super masculine character for this era that we just cannot have anymore, ever. And you do get, you know, obviously these actors are all typecast for these roles, but man, I tell you, we grew up as kids in the 80s really knowing what a man was.
Fucking
There was
spoiled.
no confusion. There's no confusion whatsoever. You know, we knew who we could call an FAG and who we could call, you know, a respectable guy. And
Absolutely.
they just ruined any kind of role models and heroes for kids or anyone these days. And it was an adult movie, but kids could really get into it and enjoy it. There was nothing in here that was, inappropriate for kids, really. And then the violence is all kind of a bit cartoony, so, you know, you can get away with it. But it's got some good catchphrases in it. Stallone's another sort of great Stallone performance. They're doing what he does. He fits the role perfectly. And man, that car, absolutely love it. And the lady in it as well was very memorable.
Yeah, Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
His name is Marion Cabretti. Marion, okay. But I love John Cafferty, the Beaver Brown Band, with America's Sons for the that they had in the soundtrack. And I love the bad guy. Because he's been in a number of things, and he always is. He's got a jaw like Bob Zadar, but he's when he keeps calling him pig, right? And he's like using every bit of his lips to say pig. I mean, it was the most plosive pig you could possibly say.
That's Brian Thompson. He was in Fright Night too, but. Brigitte Nielsen ended up going in Beverly Hills Cop 2, the sequel. He's like, that's a big bitch right there. Like,
6 foot tall.
But what you don't know is that she was deliberately cast because of that film. And there's a scene in Beverly Hills Cop 2 where he's in what's his name's apartment, and he looks up and this poster's on the wall. So it was deliberately done to take the piss out of Sylvester Stallone, apparently.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. It also the gun that they got for him is it's almost impossible to get in the US because they just didn't hardly make them, and they just some armor had the that looks cool. Let's have that. I think it's Finnish. It's either Finnish or Swedish. It's got a really odd uphill action to it. So when you're pointing at it, the gun looks like it's sloped downwards, so the barrel's at an angle.
It's isn't it it's the Jotomatic. No.
It's a Yato.
Yotomatic submachine gun. It has they're really hard to get, and it's so tricked out, man. It's like a mall ninja.
Here, let me put the laser scope on it. The laser's as big as the gun. It's like I've rendered the idea of a submachine gun totally irrelevant.
Yeah, and the laser sight on the thing is just huge, man.
Yeah, it's as big as the gun. I mean,
it's the laser from Tron that digitized.
Solar Sailor is taking off above Cobra.
Okay, let's move on then. Cobra, everybody. Just remember, it's just being average at best.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I'll take 80s. I'll take 1980s average over any of the today's bullshit.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Now, this is an excellent movie. It sadly flopped, but this is John Carpenter doing some really devious things.
Yep.
And I understand why it flopped, because I mean, like the first time I saw this was on HBO. I didn't go see this.
VHS.
And the first time you see it, there's a kind of a wait, what? And when you watch it again, you realize that Carpenter is lying to you the entire time. Everything he's doing with the camera is telling you that Jack Burton is the hero, but he's not. He's the comic sidekick. And so when you actually understand it, you're like, oh, you clever son of a bitch. That is really cool.
Oh, right. Okay.
So interesting. I was actually living in China when this movie came out, and I earned the nickname Little Trouble in Big China. So.
When I first saw it, I was really disappointed with it because I got the impression there was going to be a lot of kung fu in it, just by the title and seeing the post and everything. So when I watched it, I was kind of really slightly disappointed with it. And I wasn't, and I could understand why it flopped, because it didn't really give us anything new. But after years have gone by and I've seen it again, I do really appreciate it as an adult now and see what Carpenter was doing. It's funny because Carpenter made films that are way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And this was way ahead of its time.
Yep.
He was good at doing that.
Here you go, not C-3PO, Rachel, mate. Probably my favorite movie. There you go.
It is. It's a great
That's
movie. And by the way,
yeah.
there's plenty of kung fu in this movie.
Yeah, The Bride
No,
of
you know what I
Susie
mean.
Pie.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The Bride of Susie Pie. She was a Playboy centerfold, and she was the woman
Lovely.
who gets killed in the beginning of Sharky's Machine. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, Kim
yeah.
Cattrall in this. Whew.
Yeah. I don't think she's ever looked as good as in here.
No, this is the best.
Yeah, this is a movie made, for fans. It's really hard for maybe normies to wrap their head around some of the silliness, but every part of this movie is just, delightful. It's silly and it doesn't always make any sense, but I think Jay really nailed it. Jack is not he is the comic relief.
Yeah.
So
And this thing
movie.
really is an homage to the Hong Kong cinema because there's a lot of tropes in this that are very much
absolutely.
those 70s and early 80s kung fu movies.
But don't you
Yeah,
think he
and-
became the hero at the ending though?
Well,
I mean, the only thing he does is the one thing he's good at. It's all in the reflexes.
Yeah, when he killed
Yeah,
He
that
kills
guy.
Lo Pan.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are
So-
a lot of classic Hong Kong actors that were brought in to be in this film.
Yeah.
It's very,
Well, and it's got Al Young, so I mean, this is going to be a
Yeah.
great movie because
I think this was a tape-to-tape job for me. Watched it so many times. Not watched it in a long time.
Could we still get arrested for pirating, Ian?
40 years later.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I think the tape got thrown out a
Oh.
long time ago.
And another thing people may not know, this thing nails like Chinese mythology. There are lots of little Easter eggs
yeah.
around for people that understand that culture. I got to see this movie in China. It was really quite bizarre.
Was the film a success over there? Do you know? At the time?
Well, no, because most people weren't allowed to go to the movies back in the 1980s. Like it was not really a market. You sort of
Yeah, in '86, the 1,000 or so people that could afford to go to a movie in China.
Yeah. I think I actually had to skip out to Hong Kong to watch this. I think it was a pretty big hit in Hong Kong, actually. So, but yes, China had not yet become the economic powerhouse.
Right.
Things were a little bit. They still only knew 2 Americans at the time I was there, and that was Michael Jackson and John Denver. The only people they knew.
Dutch?
Believe it or not, I still haven't seen this movie. And the worst thing is, I own it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, you.
I
gotta
just
turn in your
haven't
nerd-
watched it yet.
You got to turn in your nerd card until you watch this thing, dude. This is
I'm
like-
afraid you're right. I honestly, I meant to watch this before this stream, and I forgot to.
That's why the feng shui in the chat is so off. He hasn't watched the movie.
Yeah, that could have been it. Yeah,
It's my fault, Dutch.
It's all my fault.
Yeah.
It's all my fault.
Okay, Swappers, you're a big fan of this, aren't you? Like me.
I am. Yeah, I am. I need to see it again though because it's been so long since I last saw it. But man, what a just an enjoyable ride from beginning to end. This film is.
Yeah.
And when I originally saw it, again, it was on home video, like so many movies in the 80s. So I was too young to go to the cinema to see them. There were people talking about this in class at school, and I was just like, "What am I missing? This sounds amazing." And I saw a clip of it where Jack's truck is attacked in the alleyway. Not attacked, but he's confronted in the alleyway with the 3 mythical guys. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have a clue, but that sold it. That absolutely sold the whole movie for me. And I love those 3 guys in the straw hats. And they're the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And, they're so influential. Film's so influential throughout pop culture ever since as well.
I do want to say that there's no way Gavin could pick 20 movies and get everyone that everyone wants in there. He's really has a tough job this year.
Yep.
And I do want to say, dude, you haven't picked a really bad one yet. So I know Round Midnight's
Mona
one of
Well,
my
I'll disagree
personal
with that, but
favorites.
okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Round
no, I mean,
Midnight is,
I don't think I could narrow it down to 20. For
yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
No,
think
what
we've
a
got-
phenomenal year. So thank you, Gavin.
21 movies. Yeah. Let's not forget
Oh.
that Gavin compiled all these slides again, folks.
Oh, we
Yes,
won't.
thank you.
We won't.
Okay,
But
shall we
if-
move on then?
If you like jazz, you got to go see Round Midnight.
Okay.
What's this? I don't know. Anybody
Finally.
seen this movie? It's
Isn't that the movie Jay hates in private chat?
Did anybody?
no, that's Terminator 2. That's
Did anybody notice we've done the top 21 in reverse alphabetical order? Did anybody? Because I just thought Aliens would be a perfect place to finish. So okay, we'll do reverse anyway. So Aliens.
it's all right.
Yeah, you know, I don't
Not
know.
bad. It's
Listen,
not bad, is it?
I'm gonna say I prefer Alien because, but I'm not saying it's a better movie. I just like the claustrophobic nature of it. But this movie is a darn near perfect movie. It's got everything: science fiction, action, humor, terror. This movie is an absolute tour de force of filmmaking. It is James Cameron at his best.
I would say that Alien is the better movie. I enjoy this one a lot more, and it's not much of a step down between the movies. And it really is the only way that you could do a sequel. You're not just going to have another Xeno with space truckers or something like that. You have to up the level of threat of the humans, and then you have to have a commensurate increase with the aliens. And the fact that it's the old story about Cameron coming in and just doing how do you make a lot of money, Alien, and he just puts the S on it. I mean that's true, but you also have to make it work, right? And the fact that these are colonial Marines and they look, you watch the first like 2 or 3 minutes when they wake up from cryosleep and all these characters. Meanwhile, we have movies today where they spent 3 hours and I still don't know or care. Right. I mean, it's just the writing is very good. There's no real weaknesses of plot or contrivances or anything like that. And it's acted well. And the camaraderie between the Marines is excellent, and the aliens are properly scary.
Yeah, and the way they treat the outsiders that slowly is allowed in the in-group of the soldiers. I do want to point, my favorite scene in this, though, wasn't in the theatrical. When I got this on DVD and I was able to see the auto turret scene, I was on the edge of I knew what happened. I'm gripping my seat. I'm grinding my teeth. I really wish they had put that in the original theatrical.
Yeah, I think the director's cut, I don't need to see the opening with Newt's family, and I don't need to see Ripley in the hollow park or whatever. But the auto guns one turns up the tension even more.
Yeah, you're just sitting there. It's like and it's counting down. Yeah, I absolutely agree. The other stuff really diminishes the film, but the auto turret scene is incredible.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. This is my favorite movie of all time, and really? I'll grant you can lose the colony before the aliens hit, but taking away Ripley finding out that her daughter, who was about the same age as Newt when she left, had died of old age while she was out there, when she promised the little girl she would be home by her 11th birthday. That makes Ripley's character complete.
No, it ruins
actually it undermines it.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes all about her personal journey to try and fill a hole that she has about, I lost my daughter, but now I've gained one, and so I'm reset to zero.
But go
ahead. Tell me how without that it's going to work.
Without that, when she does link up with Newt, and Newt's like, "Mommy," and oh God, it's like that doesn't work without the previous scene.
No, I'm sorry. It most assuredly does, because you have an adult woman who sees child like adults do and go, we better protect the child. And because she actually is growing in this movie. She's getting something she did not have before.
Yeah, and you can tell it worked because it wasn't in the theatrical and the movie worked.
Yep. There's a reason you got a director's cut.
Yeah, and there's a reason that they decided to cut that scene out.
Yeah.
Well, I managed to see most of the extra scenes when CBS aired a slightly extended version, and I think it was 1989. I was studying for, I was in college at the time, studying for an exam, and I was like, well, I know CBS is showing Aliens tonight. Let me go and see what's going on with that. And it goes from her waking up from the nightmare and the nurse saying, need anything to sleep? No, I've slept enough. She turns it off. She's petting the cat. And all of a sudden she's sitting in a park. And I'm like, wait, what? I had a blank tape in the VCR. I immediately hit record. Had to switch it to extended play at some point because it was too long for one tape. But wow, I agree with you with the auto turrets. Fantastic. You actually do get to see them in the original theatrical version when Hudson says, "We're sealing the tunnel. Come on, baby, come on." As the door comes down, you can see
you
them.
get a glimpse, but it's nothing there.
With the smoke,
Great
smoke
movie.
coming out of the barrels.
So
Yeah.
fucking good.
You
So
don't get
good.
that tension that you do when the turret's actually running out of ammo.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah, well,
And
and I
then-
think this movie also demonstrates that James Cameron, without Gale Ann Hurd, is a bit shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The joy of this movie is it's such a perfect sequel, and the way Cameron wrote it, the way he made it, you don't have to have seen Alien to see this one.
Yep.
And he manages it without any, well, as you know,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Previously in Alien.
Hey, Vasquez, has anyone ever mistaken you for a man?
No.
No.
Have you,
Have you ever been mistaken for a man?
For a man? No. Have you?
Now there's a part in the briefing where Vasquez interrupts Ripley with the look, man, I only need to know one thing, where they are.
Yeah.
If you watch as she's saying where they are behind her on the crate, Michael Biehn is bouncing his head back and forth with each syllable, mouthing along with her
Yeah.
where they are.
Yeah.
Now, I got to meet the cast down in Atlanta last year or a year before. I forget. I think it was last year. And I saw the picture of Vasquez, pointing her finger as a gun. And I told her how much I loved Michael Biehn doing that. She looked at me. She said, "He what?" I did not know that. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. And I'm like,
ow,
oh, God.
my ears.
Oh, sorry. And I'm like, I need to tell Michael Biehn about this because I just threw him under the bus. Oops.
I'd be like, well, that's your problem. You got to solve that shit on your own. Bye.
Well, so I went over and I told Michael about it. He and I chatted about it afterwards. He said if Cameron left that in the movie, he left it in for a reason. And we both agreed his character probably had been teamed up with Vasquez for so long. He's probably heard her say that line 1,000 times. So why wouldn't he mouth along with it? Even though we all know it was.
Was this a Dragon Con thing where the cast? I know they did some. And what? Days
of the Dead.
Okay, I know they just had last year some big thing about aliens where they compiled a bunch of making of stuff in the score.
Ian,
this one had everyone except Farrow, Ripley, Gorman, and Burke. I'm sorry, not Gorman. Bishop.
Are you saying Newt showed up because she's a school teacher? Oh,
Yep.
very cool.
Yeah, it was great talking to her too.
Okay, Ian, Aliens.
Yeah. It's a very different movie. You can't really compare them both, Alien and Aliens. I think they're both very, very different movies, and they're both terrific, both of them, as far as I'm concerned. I really loved this movie. When I went to see this, it gave you everything that you wanted from a sequel. It wasn't like the first one. It was very different. And also, the one thing I do love about this film is those effects. I know they're models, and I know some shots look like models, but I just love it. Reminds me of Space 1999 and all the practical effects that we used to get in those days, and the back projection shots and all that. That's one of the things I like about this movie as well. And no one can tell me that climax doesn't work. That climax works so well. With with the loader and the bit where it was trying to hang on, and Ripley, protecting Newt. It was all fantastic. It's a shame they fucked everything in the third one.
It's a
great movie.
The setup and payoff in this was great, and Hudson as comic relief. I don't think anybody's ever pulled off such perfect comic relief in such an intense situation.
Okay. Final word with you then, swappers.
Yeah, I'm there with Dutch. One of my not my favorite, but one of my top movies ever released. And I can't really put this before Alien, and I can't put Alien before this. They're both perfect in my eyes. I don't know what to say that hasn't already been said about this movie. Yep. It's just incredible. This is probably the best film that was released this year, and that's saying something. I remember seeing the movie poster for this, and thinking, not having seen anything about it, only have heard things about the movie. And that the simplistic image, it wasn't even this image right here, although this was in the video store like a year later or whatever. But the original movie poster was just the title in a blue glow, and it said "This time it's war." That's all it was.
Yep.
That alone was so evocative.
Yeah, it was a good poster.
That's because this poster, which was the original poster for Aliens, the producers were like, "We can't show the Queen. This ruins the surprise at the end of the movie." So they had to come up with the black one. Almost no time left before it was time to print the posters.
It's a good poster.
I remember now. You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Great poster.
And of course, they then could use this one for the video release because it made more sense. But it would have spoilt it, I think. But I was so traumatized by the first movie because I was only 10 when I saw it.
And where were your parents?
They were out that night, right? And it was just like me and two mates over at my house. They were like 2 years older than me, so they were kind of sort of babysitting me. And we all just decided to watch Alien. It was great. And God damn it, man, I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know. I mean, when you're little, you're scared of like shadows and creaks in the house and all kinds of things. I had all new fears after seeing that. And it blew away all the others, But I got to say, as traumatized as I was by that movie, I kind of loved it. I loved the experience, and I didn't realize at the time how much I loved it because I was so scared. But once I got over that, I was like, man, everything about that film was just incredible. And then it kind of faded away because I was still a big fan of Star Wars, and Star Wars kind of reasserted itself in my mind again. And then Aliens came out, and they announced Aliens, and then I heard about some guy that had reviewed it, an early screening or something, and he was saying that this movie, he stood up in the theater and screamed at the screen because he was so scared, And I just thought, whoa, okay, I remember the first one, and that was scary enough, but this, how the hell can this top the first one? And then I heard that there was more, because I heard right back then, it was called Alien or something. Someone rumored that it was called Alien as alluding to some kind of female version, and then that rumor went away, and it turned out that it was aliens as a plural. And I thought, holy shit, there's more of them. And I thought, and I thought about the first movie, and I thought, more of them. More of them. Just the thought of that, right? Just the thought of that, just the concept of that, and seeing the movie poster blew my mind. My head was just going crazy, all the possibilities in my head. And I had to see this film at all costs. And of course, being a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, there was no way I could get to see it. And it's one of those times of your life when you're desperate to go and see an adult movie at the cinema because you really want to enjoy it. But it's not, it's illegal for you to go in. They're not going to let you in. And I was just so gutted that I'd have to wait for however long, and all the adults would have seen it. And it's one of those times when you just really wish you're an adult, Oh God.
That's when you sneak into the movies, dude.
I just about managed to get into this. I think I was 17.
There's no way I could have done that in this country. It never would have worked.
Or 17.
They were too strict. They were just too strict in the UK.
The way the aliens hid in plain sight as part of the wall, as part of the resin, and when they unfolded, that was haunting for years.
Yeah.
And you're looking right at them, and you don't even realize you see them. And I'm like, holy shit, that was amazing.
This movie spent the
one of the
same
things
amount on.
Sorry,
Go on,
Nick,
Dutch.
just quickly,
This
that's
movie
one of the
spent
things
the-
I
spent-
really loved about this movie was the fact that everything was in plain sight and you didn't know until you got
Until it
into the
started
movie
moving.
what you were dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why it's so rewatchable, and
Yeah,
you can
it's really
still
good.
see new stuff in it now. And this is one of the reasons why the special edition works so well.
Yep.
Because I'd watched it so many times, this film, and then they released a special edition. I couldn't believe it. I was in heaven when they announced that film, because anything more about this film would have been great. And I just latched straight onto it. I was about 16, 17 when that came out. So man, it blew my mind all over again. It was just so great. This film will always be one of my favorites. Always.
Dutch, final word.
Yeah, this movie spent the same amount on their creature effects as the first movie spent on their creature effects. So the first movie spent all of that on one creature. This movie spent all that on about 200 creatures. But there were only six. There were only ever 6 suits.
You're right, but it would also include the other things they had Giger doing, like the inside of the ship,
facehugger, the egg,
all the eggs and all that stuff. So they already had that done. One thing we should all mention is James Horner's soundtrack to this.
Amazing.
That very martial music that just matches up with it, man.
And Cameron drove him nuts because he kept changing things. So Horner had to change things, which is why so much of the soundtrack sounds just like Star Trek 2.
Yes.
No,
Okay,
the thing is, hold on, just one more word. James Cameron, the composer composed the whole thing for the movie, but James Cameron wasn't satisfied with it. So what he did is he cut it up and moved stuff around. That's what happened. So that's what he did, and that's why what's his name really didn't want to talk to him after that.
There was only one true person who won in Aliens, and that was the tea lady, wasn't it? So
yeah.
Okay, that's Aliens, everybody. Okay, we've got a vote running. Vote for your favorite: Jill Masterson, Shirley Eaton, Domino Deval, Claudine Auger. Sorry, Fiona
Volpe.
Luciana
Paluzzi.
Yeah, go on, mate. You can pronounce them. Kisutsuki.
Miyahama.
Okay. You got 10 seconds to vote, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not going to make any difference. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay,
I honestly, I didn't know how this was going to go.
Who would like to poll complete 60 votes? Thank you, everybody. Bringing up the rear, Fiona Volpe,
Luciana Paluzzi.
Okay. Third place, Jill Masterson, Shirley Eaton. I can do that one at 18. Runner up, Domino Deval,
Claudine Auger.
28%. Kissy Suzuki,
Miyama.
37.
You're all going to end up on lists.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the honorables for the last 8 minutes. We're going to blast through these.
All right.
Better see Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Ruthless People in here.
Okay, we'll blast through these 8 minutes.
Yes, Kim Basinger.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. All right, that's it, Gavin. You and I are going to war.
He's included this one just to annoy you. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know he has.
He had to.
Is it Christopher Biggins?
Well, there's only about 15 movies that's been missed, but
Okay.
Yeah, Biggles combs his hair.
all right. Blue Velvet, absolutely. Thank God.
Yeah.
Cast
Oh, for God's sakes.
What?
Yeah.
Not a very good movie.
Oh, Christ on a crutch.
Is that good or bad?
Well, it's bad for him. He's on a crutch.
Oh, okay. Critters. Okay.
That's like,
Finally.
Ferris
Yeah,
Bueller's Day Off.
yeah, this was a huge movie, man. I just, yeah.
Has anyone heard the theory that this is a Groundhog Day movie? that he's gone through this day so many times, he actually knows what to do now?
Well, I think there's a bigger problem. He complains he doesn't have a car, but he does have a $15,000 cent. He says an Emu M2.
Yes, this is an honourable mention. Sorry, mate.
Oh, for
Half
gosh.
Moon Street. What? I've never heard this one.
I'm going to show Gavin the full moon.
never heard of that one.
I've heard of
Okay.
it, never seen it.
Oof. How
that
would
is
they
a
talk?
dishonorable mention if I've ever heard one.
You know,
That should have
Lucas
been
spent
in the
so
pin.
much money remaking the original trilogy, not a cent on making this any better.
Yeah, because what's the point?
'Cause it's fucking shite.
You got to make that worse than it already was?
We did it all for love.
God.
Karate Kid Part 11.
Yeah, Peter Cetera being involved is all you need to know about how shit this movie is.
No, I love
Yeah,
that
except Tamlin Tomita is like,
song. I fucking love that song.
She is kind of hot. Yeah.
yeah. She's a little young in this, though.
King Kong
Oh,
lives.
Christ.
What the what?
Never seen
Round
it.
midnight. I'm still hoping.
That ain't
I
happening.
know it's.
Oh, God.
Link.
Yeah, they just remade this movie this year,
Yeah.
which is also a remake of Shakma, which I think is like 89.
Oh, is it called Lynx? Anyway,
It's Primate.
Maximum Overdrive.
What a steaming pile, but it's hilarious with some of the one-liners.
Very silly movie.
It's
Stephen
quite
King
a-
with the
quite a fun-
ATM, where's like, honey, this machine just called me an asshole.
Yep.
It's a fun concept, though, this film. But, isn't it Stephen King? So, yeah,
It
it
is.
is. So I'm immediately out with Stephen King. Just he can get away with his writing horrendous activities of kids in underground sewers. No, go away.
I used to love this on VHS. No retreat, no surrender.
I think they made a documentary on that, haven't they?
God, I loved it.
Oliver, what's his face, has made a documentary on it.
No retreat,
recently.
no surrender.
Never give
Okay,
up,
moving on.
never surrender.
Yep.
Peggy Sue
Pegging
got married.
got married.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Fun
Let
little
me,
time
uh,
travel movie.
Yeah.
No bumming in it.
Oh, okay.
No, but Jim Carrey's in it.
Police Academy 3. This is when the quality was starting to drop off now, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Still funny in places, but yeah.
It was getting more periodic in its humor.
Poltergeist 11.
KLAN.
Never saw this. Never
Really?
wanted to see it.
I
Yeah,
was-
the
I can't
The
remember.
first
it.
one's perfect.
This is the one. This is the one with the creepy preacher, the guy that,
Yeah.
who actually did have cancer. I think at the time that he was making it. And
Oh,
so
wow.
One of the reasons he looks so gaunt. But he is so good.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
didn't want to ruin my experience with the first one. Are you saying it's actually worth watching?
It's good.
It's all right.
Please, dear God, don't watch any of the other ones.
Okay.
Okay, Poltergeist 11, kind of worth watching. Pretty in Pink.
Coming back to theaters soon.
Yeah, I mean this was
that
the beginning
Pretty
of a
Rainbow.
it's the beginning of a pretty big like was this before or after 16 Candles? I think before. Okay, so
Four Candles.
Ooh,
Yeah,
This
this
was
is
no,
the first.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's
this
right.
was well anyway, this is one of the two that was the start of a very successful John Hughes run before we found out some things about the guy that we really didn't want to know.
Anthony Perkins, Psycho 3.
111.
It's no Psycho 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Psycho 2 was a good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See, we're starting to see the sequelitis. This is when they we didn't have that 5 years previous. Yeah.
This is a cartoon much like Cobra. Yeah, it
I
is.
always
And
really
Commando.
I even bought the £10 video with this. I really enjoyed Raw Deal.
You could believe that Arnold was an undercover cop. He definitely wouldn't draw attention to himself in any way.
I
Yeah,
just
but
enjoyed it.
Yeah, cartoons can be fun, but it is very,
It does have Darren McGavin in it, so
Raw Deal
yeah.
is worth watching, yes.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. It stretches the bounds of plausibility, but it's a fun popcorn thing.
Read Super Bowl 2.
I think I have the adult version of this.
It's the sequel, Rita Sue and Bob Tutu.
This is a
Never-
British film, isn't it?
Never
It's-
heard of
Of course
this.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's shit.
Yeah. Bring back Beagle. Yeah, bring
It's
back
British.
Beagles.
And it's shit.
Bring back
That's
Beagles.
All right,
Insane.
this movie is hilarious.
Yeah, this is a really good movie. It's got Dorlene Fugel in it. She's hot.
Oh,
And
I love
it's
this film. Is a great film.
It is.
Yeah, it's
it
an
is absolutely
excellent-
hilarious.
yeah, excellent example of a buddy cop movie with a really good soundtrack and really well written as far as naturalistic dialogue and the relationship between the friends. This is good.
Was
Yeah,
One
Mog
of the
Mog
first
pointing out
podcasts.
that 16 Candles was 84. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was not in high school
Yeah.
when 16 Candles
Ru-
came out.
Running
Yeah.
Scared was one of the
Oh,
first body cop movies.
I make a
One
lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
jokes about it's a shame that it wasn't a sequel, but there really should have been a sequel 20 years after Running Scared that focused on the two rookies from this.
Yeah,
movie.
the two guys that were they were always screwing around with.
How did they not make that sequel? They probably could have had Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines in that.
I'm not sure this movie made a lot of money.
That's really scared.
Yeah.
Ruthless People.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I watched it with my parents who used to live in Santa Monica. When the car turns onto the pier, my parents started laughing their butts off because they knew
Yeah.
exactly where that car was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
All right, this movie is awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is uncomfortable as hell, but it is awesome.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
what's at its
amazing.
best.
Yeah, Jim Belushi really proves himself to be a fantastic dramatic actor in this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's a true story or based on a true story. And James Woods is absolutely incredible in this.
Yeah.
That ending, though, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't end well for them.
Mm.
She's could have it.
yeah, it's
Oh.
funny.
Yeah, race baiting
yeah.
anyone? Oh, he didn't get there yet. that
Didn't
was.
have to be British.
Yeah, this was actually, this if you're into music or if you like the sex, I mean, interesting movie. Very early Gary Oldman.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into music, then you realize that Sid had no musical ability whatsoever, and so you didn't care about Sid. Man.
Yeah.
Typing. Okay. Sid and Nancy.
Oh,
Never,
yeah,
never
you-
be allowed. Never.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you
really?
and I-
You think the blackface movie wouldn't be allowed? I'm shocked.
Yeah. The funny thing is, this wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it was, like a teen comedy at the time. I think it's worthwhile. Are they even allowed to release this these days? I
Well,
doubt it's
no,
on
yeah.
streaming. Yeah.
No.
And the funny
Boy,
thing
talk-
is, this was
Talk about
this was
trigger warning.
and this was a predictive movie.
Yeah. Talk about a trigger
Yeah,
warning.
again,
That would-
understood the incentives that you set up, and people
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Oh,
this
this movie was good.
Rutger
The
Hauer.
Hitch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought it was overrated, but I could see why it was good by the
It was
appeal.
it was very fucked up, kind of like, yeah, just as long that sort of genre of horror movies where they're slasher flicks. This was creeped the shit out of me.
I think it's
Yeah.
a very underrated movie. I thought it was a really good
Really?
movie, The
Okay.
Hitcher. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do I know then?
It was very well
That's
done.
The Hitch. The Money Pits.
Money Pit. I saw this on TV. I thought it was funny to a point, and that was about it, really. Not much to say about it.
The Morning After.
Oh, it was one
Don't
of
think I've
those
seen it.
Oscar bait movies, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mosquito Coast.
This is actually one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies.
Really?
River Phoenix is great in it.
He got the part as young Indiana
Yeah.
Jones because of this film, didn't he?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I've been meaning. I saw it when it came out. I've been meaning to rewatch this because I don't think I fully appreciated it.
Did
Oh, I
the River
love the movie and read the book.
Did the River
um,
Phoenix run into the Mosquito Coast?
He
Thinking
did.
man's joke.
So I got to tell Meggie Spideyman. He asked, "Soul Man is about a guy who pretends to be black to get into Ivy League college."
Yeah,
Yep.
because
He's
they are
white.
giving preferential treatment.
Probably that's it.
Yeah, this one of the great lines from this is Martha Plimpton, who's the daughter of a preacher who's going down there in Central America to set up a mission, and she is kind of locked on to River Phoenix, and so she sees him at one point, and she just says, "I think about you when I go to the bathroom." And he was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Mosquito Coast, everybody. Texas
No,
Chainsaw Massacre
This
2.
was rubbish.
Yeah, this
rubbish.
is
Nope.
shit.
Yeah, nope. Nope.
Okay, moving on.
That was a good poster, though. I like that.
All right. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it looks
The
like Texas Chainsaw Massacre showed up at Sears to get a family photo.
Yeah, it's the spoof
Wraith.
of the what do you call it? Isn't it the what is it? You know, the teen movie with Molly Ringwald in it.
Mm. Yeah, so the Wraith. This is a
isn't it?
pretty terrible movie, but it does have a Chrysler concept car in it, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, and it's got Sherilyn Fenn in it, who also should have been in our Hot Ladies contest.
Oh.
She is gorgeous.
Tough guys.
I actually remember enjoying this movie. Again, I saw this in the Flea Pit Cinema, and I really enjoyed it.
Which Wraith or
I
Tough
thought-
Guys?
Tough Guys.
Okay, yeah, Tough Guys is all right. Yeah, it was one of those the older actors, and they kind of come back and they have the one last gasp kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, this was depressing. I don't know why British people make cartoons like this. Why would you want to depress everyone?
Well, it's because they let Roger
Miserable
Waters.
yeah.
Okay. That's it then, folks. I think we've got a super chat. We'll do the super chat and then we'll get out of Dodge.
Yeah, what's the time? Holy crap.
Time to go to bed.
Exactly.
Mega Spider-Man Wrench 5 to all. Favourite Max von Sydow film or show?
Exorcist.
Well, I
Exorcist.
think everybody knows my
Flash.
answer.
Yes. Flash. Anybody else?
What, the black hole?
Max von Sydow is not in the black hole.
He wasn't in the black hole.
You're right. I was thinking of somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Maximilian Schell is what
Maximilian Schell. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Anyone else? Swaffers?
Yeah, the Seventh Seal is my favorite Max von Sydow movie.
Force Awakens.
Conan.
He always
That's what I
plays
really
someone
liked.
that looks dangerous, doesn't he?
Strange Brew.
Oh, God.
Swappers.
I liked him in Judge Dredd.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Nice one, yeah.
I
Anything
think
else?
Chewie's going to win that.
Yeah, Chewie's got that easy.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
wins and why? Excuse
'Cause
me.
Chewie is
War
cooler.
3.
Well, Chewie will rip his arm out of his socket and beat him with it.
Yeah. If you can do it as a
How many
droid, you can do it
times-
as a
Yeah.
droid.
Yeah,
How many
you
times did
notice
we get... Sorry, go on.
in TNG, Worf never won a fight. He's supposed to be this tough warrior Klingon. He gets his ass kicked every single time.
Well, it's because
That's
the writers
exactly
were
what I was about to
lazy.
say.
They use him to demonstrate how dangerous whoever it is they're going to encounter. And I was like, yeah, but the problem is that I've seen him get tossed across the bridge like 18 times. I can't really take it
Okay,
seriously.
So, yeah, exactly.
Ever seen Darby O'Gill and the Little People?
Absolutely.
No.
Sure.
I've seen it. I've
Great.
seen it.
Great force
Yeah.
perspective shots with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic
Mega.
effects.
Yeah.
Okay. Mega getting his money's worth. Okay. I think that's it, folks.
Thank God for that.
3 hours.
Yeah. I would mention The Mission is another movie you should see from this year.
Oh yeah, that's the Jeremy Irons one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fit.
What is
And
it?
Robert De
De Niro
Niro.
and-
Yeah,
Ennio
fantastic movie.
Morricone did the
Yeah.
soundtrack.
If I could,
And Around Midnight, in case I didn't mention that.
there was one movie that wasn't even mentioned called Iron Eagle.
Uh-huh.
We did
Oh, I
mention
did,
it
yeah.
ourselves. We talked about it in Top Gun. The thing I love most about that movie is that there's an NFL announcer who changed how his name is pronounced. And I'm pretty sure he changed it because of that movie. His name is Ian Eagle. He goes by Ian.
Ah,
Yeah, it was Ian, yeah.
okay. That's it then, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats, and a long stream this evening. It's 1:15 in the morning here. So, chat, you are wonderful.
Oh,
We'll
shit.
see
Also,
you
the name of the
next-
rose.
Okay, we'll see you next time, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Another good one.
Damn.
Okay. Obviously, don't forget to like, share, leave a comment, all that malarkey. So, chat, you are wonderful. We'll see you next time. Let me get the guest up. I think I locked my cat in another room because I can pissed off with me. Emperor Goodwin, cheers, Jay.
Oh, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard work to come up with to limit it to 20. But goddamn, Gavin, you could have done better than that. Stop it.
Everyone's a critic, aren't they, Gavin? I'm 100% behind Gavin. Swappers, cheers, pal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. Looking forward to Saturday
Toys
stream. Yeah, looking forward to that
that
one.
nobody's watching. Can you believe it?
That's their loss.
Nobody's watching them. But anyway, Ian, cheers, pal.
Yep, no worries.
Thank
Yeah. Dutch Gradient, cheers, my friend.
Thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciated you bringing me on for this show in particular.
And last but by no means least, Seaman Vegan, cheers, pal.
I'm mesmerized by that special needs enterprise avatar that the Swappers has. Cheers.
That's a safe one for Ian's brother to sit on. It's a stool, basically.
Should have removed the saucer section. Anyway,
Ouch.
that is it, folks. 3 hours 10. That's the result. Take care, everybody. We're back Saturday doing more toys. So take care, everybody. Good night.
Ta-da.
Good night.